face is what I have to say.
Maybe that's on purpose. Maybe it's because we're nervous and we're concerned about what's going on with the Brewers.
A lot of nervous
it could be
energy.
all those things.
A lot of nervous energy at Zimbrick Chevrolet today. Yeah.
Right, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and everything you need on the ESPN Wisconsin app. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Hunter Vaughn is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And from their location at Zimbrick Chevy in Sun Prairie,
Main Street,
it is Jesse Nelson and Mark Tauscher. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Jason.
Anything else? Do you like our table? We couldn't sell it at Steinhoffel's. We tried. Remember, we couldn't sell that
same
table.
tables with us here now.
Steinhoffel's. So I think we could. It's fair to say last night was the worst case scenario. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah.
Everything kind of blew up.
Yep.
It was, we were hoping. We put our horse up there. It was going to be fantastic, and of course, old boy hits a 3-run home run, and we never had any answers. Now I don't even know what we're going to do. There's going to be some formula of Miz in a Game 5 elimination game as a rookie with some control issues is going to have to be a key player if we're going to advance. So all of these things make me a little more skittish than I thought that I would be. And so last night was not good. It was not. I don't know anybody that could think of anything outside of the fact. And this is where I sent that clip over, and Jesse unbelievably got it to Hunter, and I think we're going to actually have it. Pat Murphy, we were the best road team. The Milwaukee Brewers, were the best road team all season. Right?
Right.
Is that confirmed?
Yes. Very good road team.
That was regular season baseball. We're 2-0 at home. We need to be the best home team baseball. We earned home field. We need it to show up in a big way. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, you've been doing this 30 years. And I know it's not baseball, but when a coach and a manager says things and they repeat it, they're not only speaking to their team, their fans, they are proving a point and really wanting to emphasize we need this. Pat Murphy last night, by complimenting how difficult it was to play at Wrigley, is basically telling everybody and anybody that is a Milwaukee Brewers fan that's going to be anywhere near and or adjacent to AmFam Field, this team needs you in a big boy way tomorrow night. That's what I took. So we can sit and ponder about what happened, and it's over. It's done. Wash it. Home game, one game to advance on to the NLCS, and we're going to need our fans to be the biggest, baddest fans that we've ever seen at AmFam Field, and it needs to be tomorrow night.
Here is what Pat Murphy had to say after the Brewers' 6-0 loss in Game 4, which forces a Game 5 on Saturday night. And according to the George Karl, Dom Catronio, Bill Schroeder, who else? I don't know who else has said this. The series hasn't started yet. It all comes down to one game at home.
It's been a lot of revenue.
Field.
It's been a lot of revenue and a lot of mood swings off of a series that has never started.
Yeah. Very stressful for nothing.
Here's what Pat Murphy said last night about the fans.
It definitely is preferred. If you're asking me where I prefer to play, I'd rather stay at home, especially how good this environment was the last 2 days. I mean, it affected the game. This crowd affected the game the last 2 games. It affected the way we played for sure. We've got a really young team. I think everybody knows that. Maybe by far the youngest team in the postseason. And, it's like that kind of stuff emotionally can affect guys. They can start to play a little too hard. This game's a game of precision. And, the Cubs' experience and what they've been through, they were better in this environment for sure.
So he also, I believe, asked for Brewers fans then to be on top of their game for Game 5. Is that not correct?
Yes, and even if he didn't say that verbatim, that's what he's saying. You know how we always say, I'm not saying, but I'm saying? He said it, and he's saying. This needs to be I always fight myself on hyperbole. I love hyperbole, as you know. I think it's
you love it more than anything else in the entire world.
Exactly. Has there been, outside of the Game 7 in the NLCS, a bigger game at AmFam Field ever than what's coming on Saturday? The answer is no. And why I say that is this is the greatest team this franchise has ever known. Got 97 wins. Stuck at 99. Can we get to a hundo? We need to get to a hundo or it's over. So everything we got needs to be dumped into AmFam Field. And we need to make it miserable. You know that whole Freddie chanting? I didn't get bothered, Freddie. I don't know. I mean, he said it afterwards. He didn't. I don't know if that happened. And old boy on the broadcast was saying, you got to be great to have, Darryl. I don't know how many people have ever had their names chanted. Freddie had it last night. I think it rattled his cage a little bit. So I don't know what we're going to do down there on Saturday, but I do know this. We need to be at our best in order to make the same impact, if not bigger, than what Pat Murphy was very clear affected his baseball team the last 2 games. We need to give some reciprocation. Just like the tuition reciprocation between Minnesota and Wisconsin, we need to double and triple down on that reciprocation with what we see Saturday night.
So I heard Jeff Levering on the call in the first inning. Sydney's volleyball match had ended. We were driving home. We had it on the air, on the radio, and the dejectedness in his voice, he doesn't even call it a home run. He just says, and the Cubs have a 3-0 lead. And that was not...
Well, it was an absolute moonball. I mean, he could not have squared it up more. Right before, I don't know if it was Darling or who's the other guy? He got a real nondescript voice.
Alex Faust is on the play-by-play call.
Fausty says, you got to hit an absolute bomb to get it out of right field because of the wind. And this dude, I mean, that thing dang near cleared the whole Lincoln Stadium. And he goes, and to his credit, he said, and he did. So pretty good announcing by Fausty.
Yeah.
All right, so we spent some time yesterday on the Crancy theory, which I believe it has now become an official, all caps theory.
Well, victory lap for Crancy.
In fairness, McGill, not great last night.
He was not.
So, I think we would have had to go Uribe.
And in fairness, I think the way you started it, Crancy said start Uribe. You changed it to McGill.
I did.
Crancy said start Uribe.
Uribe probably should have started the game.
Well, he's available Saturday.
It's kind of crazy. Like, the fact that they keep doing this every game, it's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. So we have a great fan of our show, listens every day. He's down here at Zimbrick Chevrolet right now. Scott. Dave. So Dave, I thought I had him as a Scott. He's got the face of a Scott.
He does look like a Scott.
He's got the Brewers hat of a Dave.
What does a Scott look like?
I'm just telling you, I had him as a Scott when he came in.
Brewers hat, glasses, flannel. Looks like a Scott.
Chiseled chin.
Yeah.
He's got a chiseled chin. That's a Scott to me usually. So Dave.
Yeah.
And Dave, it's so funny to me, and this is what I love about our show and our fans. Dave comes up and said, and I don't know if he's coping a little bit, because we're all a little bit bummed about what the last 2 games have been. Yeah. But he said something that I disagreed with him, and I said I would on the show. He said, well, the Brewers are playing with house money. House money.
No.
And we've had house money conversations before.
Many times.
We have.
Do we agree with Dave/Scott on the house money conversation? I vehemently disagree, because I think we have been the best team in baseball. There ain't no house money when it comes to that. We are the house. We're the house.
I would love to get Dave on camera so I can see the silhouette of his rugged
him.
jaw.
If we have to ask, and then we have to have waivers signed.
Won't be able to see his face, of course. Look,
because it's too dark. How dare you guys set this up?
Just telling you, it's a YouTube show. No one can see.
It's a team effort. We didn't say it was a good team effort.
It was like the Brewers' effort last night. It's very similar. We're looking for a Cubs effort last night. We got a Brewers effort.
No, this is not house money. And look, expectations.
Is house money? Is that the coping? Is Scott/Dave coping?
I don't want to be telling Dave/Scott how to feel or how to cope with the series now being 2-2.
Okay.
But no, when you,
in fairness, he brought us donuts.
when you
when
you win your division, when you have the best record in baseball, when you are the number 1 seed, when you have played at an extremely high level for a very long time this season, ever since Jesse questioned the manager's job situation. No, it's not house money. It's expectations. And if you don't deliver, it's not only disappointing for your team. And look, they haven't failed here. All they've done is they held serve at home, and so did the Cubs. It's a best of 5 for a reason. We would have all felt better and calmer and not had anxiety had they just taken care of business in one of these 2 games. That's not what happened. And to Pat Murphy's point, I do think he's right. Watching the game, guys were rattled. Mm-hmm. Quinn Priester, on top of everything else, pitching against his childhood team and in Wrigley Field, like the moment was too big for him. And he was great. He's one of the reasons why they are where they are. But not in game 3. So house money is when you sneak in. You know who played with house money?
Yeah, Jordan Love's team against the San Fran. That was house
exactly.
money.
That's the team. And
you don't have expectations. I agree with you, and that's why I said you don't have expectations. We unfortunately or fortunately, I think some Brewer fans are always going to downplay the expectation game because of the finances. Not this year. Not this year.
Also, you know what would have helped with these guys being rattled, and I don't know how many times
you are
I'd
really
hear.
well lit. Man,
Hunter
you
looks so clear.
You look like there's like a halo around you right now.
I don't feel like there's
Gosh,
a
you
halo
look
around me right
great.
now. I'm so mad at this organization.
You're mad at the Brewers?
Oh, absolutely. No.
What are you mad about?
Mark Antanasio has had every opportunity to bring in. No, Jesse, don't give me that look like I'm being ridiculous.
How can you see? How can you see what look at you can't see what his face
This
looks
team
like.
has had every opportunity to bring in veteran players to help guide these young players along. They refuse to pay anybody. They refuse to do anything to actually improve. This is all they want, is get into the playoffs. We don't care what happens because you're going to be dumb enough to buy tickets and keep going to games and line our pockets. They don't care about actually winning championships, and the fan base has bought into it with Scott, Dave, Dan, whoever, saying, oh, yeah, this is house money. I don't really care. No, I want a World Series. I'm tired of this. This team has won the division 3 out of the last 4 years. They've been to the playoffs 7 of the last 8 years. It's World Series. Stop doing this. We need to stop acting like, oh, shucks, okay, we got into the playoffs. No, make a move. Bring in guys that are actually going to help these young players along. But they don't do it. I had to hear 4 times in that broadcast about how the Cubs have veteran guys on their roster to help guys like PCA along. It's almost like they know how to win a World Series and actually win a championship, unlike the Brewers. And I'm tired of it.
Well, Hunter, they had their horse veteran going last night. Hey, by the way, soundgraph yourself.
Caleb
Hey,
Durbin
soundgraph yourself.
Did nothing.
Great soundgraph of yourself. They have Yelich. They have
Christian Yelich, who for the last 15 years, he goes down 2 strikes. You know what's going to happen? Fastball inside. The dude can't adjust to it ever. It's ridiculous.
Well, first off, the
I'm
first
so
strike,
tired of
the
this.
first strike that they called was not a strike on that.
Okay, but guess what? It was a strike. He was down 2 strikes. I don't care. It's the playoffs. You got to adjust. You got to figure it out.
Okay, well, can everybody take a beat here? Hunter, by the way, I love your passion, you old rascal. I love your passion.
Upset about
I love
these
how
last
well
2
lit.
games.
I love how well lit up you are. It's great.
He's got
Even if they wanted to,
PTSD on top of this, so just be gentle.
even if they wanted to soundgraph Jesse, they couldn't because they can't see us. your points, I think a lot of Brewer fans probably feel. But can we take a beat? We're not out. We're not eliminated. We have a home game at tomorrow night.
Save that rant
record in baseball.
Save that rant for Monday.
Hunter,
World Series. And
save
do it.
Save the rant for if and when they get eliminated, not before. We're still in it. Don't give up. Don't quit. We're still here.
He's jumping off the ship.
Yes, we're young.
A lot of voyage to go here.
The beautiful part about it is, and this you see this in the NBA, young players play better at home when the atmosphere is better. You can get rattled easier on the road. It happened. Murphy said it. All of that is true. But you know what? We earned the right to have these home games. We don't need to attack and go just crazy about what – it hasn't even happened yet. We could still win a world championship. And then, Hunter, that take will be the freezingest of cold takes, and I hope it happens.
I want it to be freezing cold, but this franchise is now 3-10 in games when they can win a series.
God.
3-10.
But it could be 4-11 tomorrow.
No, 4-10.
Oh, before
Whatever. You said 3-10, 4-11. You got me all rattled. The way I'm looking at it, we're already headed to spring training. Like it's over. Oh, what are we going to do for fall ball this year? It's still going, Homer. I keep calling
Homer.
Whoa.
I am all rattled. I feel like Priester and
Freddie.
all the fellas down at Wrigley. I am rattled. That's why I need a day to regroup, get back to AmFam, and get our feet underneath ourselves.
Don't give up, Hunter. Don't blame Mark Ananazio. It's not over yet. There's still a bit. In 2011, the Brewers were up 2-0 on the Arizona Diamondbacks in the NLDS. Went to Arizona and got shellacked by Paul Goldschmidt in back-to-back games.
Hunter also
Came
probably,
back.
when the Bucks were down 2-0, probably was talking about how John Horst didn't get enough help for Giannis.
No,
and then they go
I was
win a
talking
championship.
about how Chris Middleton is inconsistent and goes for 20
They won a
and a quarter.
title.
Yeah, I know, but I was still frustrated with Chris Middleton.
So in 2011, they went to Arizona. They got beat up. They came back. They were down in Game 5 at home.
Did they
in
get a
Game
championship,
5.
Jesse?
They didn't get a
2011? That was 15 years ago.
That's the only other thing we can compare this to, because they swept the Rockies in 18 and we got beat up by the Braves in 21, and we haven't been to an NLDS other than those two. So this is what we have from the last 20 years of Brewers baseball.
Did they get a championship?
You got to get to the NLCS before you worry about winning a championship.
And this franchise has been to the NLCS multiple times. I don't care about the NLCS anymore. Right now, this team's not a championship team.
Yeah.
They're not playing like one right now.
You gotta
Played
get
like
to-
one in Game 1 and Game 2.
Monday night they did.
Okay. What about...
Everyone nationally was crowning them on Tuesday morning, saying, "Wow, look at how they win
Hunter,
games
is it
multiple
possible?
ways.
The
Look at how
Cubs
well
won-
built the roster
The
is."
Cubs won 90 games. They're playing at home. It's raucous. Is it possible maybe, hey, this is baseball? Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Or is it possible they're not playing like a championship
Well,
team?
we'll find out tomorrow night, right? We'll find out tomorrow night.
I think the biggest thing here.
I wish we'd have waited for Peralta. I wish we'd have Freddie tomorrow. That's what I wish. I do.
Yeah.
2-run difference in ERA. We went over the splits yesterday.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Rock. We all are on the same
Yeah.
page. Jesse Analytics over
Yeah.
here, but
So since you asked that, I do want to discuss what tomorrow could look
I'm
like.
nervous about that. I don't know who we
A
threw.
lot of nervous energy around these
So
parts.
we'll talk about that coming up. We'll see if we can get some sort of spotlight out to Zimbrick Chevy, and you can tell us about
We'll just
Pella
turn
Windows
some
and-
car lights on. There's a.
That's a good idea, actually.
We'll get a
It's not bad
Tahoe,
idea.
pull it up, and we'll crank the fog lights on it. I trust Zimbrick Chevrolet. I also trust Gina Della and the great team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And this month only, you can score a whole house of new energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with zero interest for up to 60 months. That's like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to the incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping all the drafts. We didn't play great defense last night down there at Wrigley either. Need to do that back at home. Don't wait. Ain't got no time to wait. You're a Brewers fan. You better win. If you need new windows, you better get to Pella. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
What now in Game 5 tomorrow night at 7:08 p.m.? We'll discuss it next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
The Marquette family is hurting. Two men's lacrosse student athletes were tragically taken far too soon in an accident that has shaken the entire community.
In the face of unimaginable loss, this team continues to show strength, love, and resilience,
embodying what it truly means to be part of the Marquette family.
Now they need us.
You can support the team through the Men's Lacrosse Excellence Fund, with every dollar going to help them during this time of unprecedented challenge.
Find the link to help pinned to ESPN Milwaukee's Twitter page.
We are Marquette.
Wisconsin sports fans, Brian Balaga here from my friends at Surfside. Football season is back, and we're bringing you your tailgate must-have. There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your home team. Made with real vodka and real brewed tea, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Ask for it at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and I'm talking to you guys that have been sitting on the fence and possibly losing on your own betting on sports and thought it was too expensive to win. This is your week. $44 weekend at FatJackSports.com. What do you get? 4 college games, 4 NFL games, and 4 player props for only $44 Saturday and Sunday of this week. Want longer winners? Get all the plays through Monday and get the players props absolutely free. FatJackSports.com. Sign up today and win this weekend.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with a refreshing offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. My new friend Chris from Oostburg is one of their skilled installers who demos your existing bath or shower, removes it, and disposes it before installing your brand new dream shower. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Best Marquette games ever, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Most memorable ever, if you consider the most famous postgame photo, February 5th, 1974, 59-58, Marquette over Wisconsin on a last-second 20-foot shot by Maurice Lucas. The still-famous photo has a joyous Al McGuire jumping on the scorer's table, and the father of the opposing team's talented twin sons responding with a half a peace sign or the middle finger, and Maurice Lucas saying, Coach Al would have been hiding under that table if I hadn't made that shot. After a year of uncertainty, most employers are reluctant to make changes to their health insurance plans. A level funding medical insurance plan may be the answer you've been looking for. Find out how a level funding plan can cut your costs. For more information, call Eric Pearson at Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Eric Pearson, Level Funding. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Usually my expertise, air quotes, is putting my thumb on the scale when Packers fans go too far one way or the other. But I feel like in the interest of supporting our Brewers fans among us, you guys look amazing now. I don't know if that is the headlights of a Chevy Tahoe or what.
But you should have saw
look incredible.
They pulled 5 cars in here. And they
with
got
all these great deals going on, the light is shining down now on all the different great opportunities you have here
A
at
sincere
Chevy.
thank you to whoever lit up
Laney.
these two knuckleheads.
Hey, you're welcome.
No, Laney did all.
It definitely wasn't you. That's why I didn't
Jesse,
say thank you, Jesse.
Jesse's just
thank
been
you,
very
Laney,
critical.
for making them visible. Great job.
And Jason, thank you for being overly critical to make sure that we got it out.
You're welcome. It's
your
a television
point was
show
clear.
along with a radio show. We need to. I'm so glad.
Scowly Wilde today.
There's a lot of nervous
so
energy.
glad.
He's so glad. I've heard him say that.
I'm so glad we're here for fans. We may need to stage an intervention for Hunter. Homer just replied to someone on Twitter. And if your Twitter handle is Brewers Forever, I'm troubled by this post. I know technically we still have a chance, but it feels like this is over.
Oh, no, come on.
It
No.
gets better. It
Okay.
gets better for Brewers Forever. Last year hurt a lot, but this is a million times worse. I let myself believe this year was different, and then to lose to Council and the Cubs, it hurts. This one is going to be tough. Let me just say it again for the people in the Chiefs seats. There's still a game 5.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Talk about a polluted mindset.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing because this is the beautiful part about being a fan. And Jason, this is where I think it's sad for you that you miss out on this.
But no, I'm not missing out on that feeling.
You're not missing out on what? Enjoyment and disappointment and
the roller coaster of nervous energy since Saturday afternoon.
So this is what it's like being a fan. You ride the wave, and by tomorrow, Brewers fans will be all back in, and if things don't go well, it's going to be a long off, because what old boy just said, Brewers fan forever, is going to be right if that's how it shakes out. But I implore you, and I would bet Pat Murphy, again, there's a method to the madness of when coaches and managers say things that, publicly and address what they're, like with LaFleur talking about the wave and all this other stuff. You want to make the environment as home field friendly as you can, and then sometimes you need to even ramp it up. Murph is basically saying we need to ramp this up tenfold because our guys need it. And I think not just our players, but our fans. We are this fan base is fragile. And if you don't believe me, Brewers fan, ask Brewers fan forever. Ask Hunter. I'm not at that point. But this season, I've told you all season, I have been more invested listening and watching to this team because it's just a fun group, and we're winners. And now it all comes down to tomorrow night. And if the season is going to be deemed successful, whatnot, we need to find a way to get it done tomorrow. I don't care by how they say it, by hook or by
hook
nook.
or by crook, yeah.
Whatever. We got to find a way. And all of this negativity is not going to be positive. So, all right, if you want, go ahead, vent away. But what time is tip?
7:08.
7:08. By 7:08 tonight, I want it washed. We need a full 24 hours to be fully loaded, locked, and ready to go.
All right, so we have a call from Justin in Watertown, who is taking issue, I believe, with the Hunter on Screed.
I don't know who doesn't take issue with that.
Hunter's getting a lot of support.
Forever is on the same page.
A lot of support?
There's support and retribution, or
we
whatever
might
you want to call it on the text line.
We might need to do a digi-only intervention tomorrow. Because if there's a lot of support for Hunter's thoughts now, what would it look like Sunday?
There's also a problem for me. my wife is going out of town. I'm going to be home alone all day, having to
Jesse will
stew
come
and
over.
wait for
I'm
the
going
game.
to a wedding in Chicago tomorrow. I'm in worse shape than he is.
Can you take Hunter?
It's a good
I'll be
idea.
your +1.
As your +1.
Because Becca's gone, right?
No, Becca's coming with me to the wedding.
Look, but
she is
can you
my
take-
date. We are married.
Can you take Hunter?
Sam, your kid.
Crazy Uncle Hunter.
My college tier 2 friend. I think he would know. But we'll
Wedding
talk.
Crashers, the Hunter
We'll talk.
edition.
We'll talk.
All right, let's get to Justin's call. Justin, good morning. Your thoughts on Hunter's rant?
Yeah. So, gentlemen, thanks for taking my call. This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we have these conversations after they've lost. And if you've paid attention to enough of this season, you've seen a lot of magical moments. The one I go back to is, I believe it was Perkins in center field, throws out the guy at the plate for the winning run. And, yeah, Mets game. I mean, just remarkable play after remarkable play. I think they start Quintana tomorrow. He hasn't pitched a ton. I think they go to him. And what's great about this winner-take-all game is that everybody's available. I mean, even if they need to throw Freddie out in the ninth, they can do that. I think of I go back to when the Diamondbacks won the World Series in 2001, and the big unit closed out the game for them to win the World Series. And so, if I'm remembering that correctly. And so, all hands are on deck, and Miz is available. I guess my last thought would be, it might be a Miz stake to start, Jacob
clever.
Mizorowski because of his
Very
control
witty.
issues. Yeah, very witty. I normally have jokes. So let's cool down.
Yes.
We've got it. We've got the bat.
Cool down,
and
Hunter.
We've got the pitching staff. And just in closing, Tausch and I are going to be in the same position. I work for the up in the clubs for the Wisconsin Badgers. So Tausch and I are both going to be, focused on the our work / calling the game. So we're going to have to be checking in when we're able to. So thanks for taking the call, guys.
Maybe you guys can do like a job swap in like the third quarter.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Depends how the game's going. Yeah, I will. I'm sure we'll be updating as we go, as we did last week with how the Brewer game, because that started at the same time as the Michigan game. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like, let's take a beat. This is an exciting. You can look at it from two perspectives. Oh, woe is me, it's all over, which I don't fully understand why we'd think that way.
It's not over.
Or you could say, we get to host a Game 5 to advance to an NLCS?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Against
come on
Craig
now.
Counsell and the Chicago
Yeah, like,
Cubs.
come on now. Yeah, I know last night was a beatdown. It was a beatdown. And, wash it. If you had told these guys after that Bambino bat weekend, hey, by the way, you're going to be the number 1 seed, and you're going to have a Game 5 on a Saturday night at AmFam Field against the Cubbies to go to an NLCS, everybody and their cousin would say, sign me up. Now, I understand things change with perspective and everything else, but like, let's just look at this and let's stop with the, oh, God. Can we be nervous? Absolutely. Should we be more excited and just jacked up in the fact that we have a home game to go to an NLCS?
But
100%.
Tausch,
Yes,
literally
Hunter.
last night before the Brewer game, we had the Dodgers winning a game in extra innings to clinch their series, and I understand it was at home, but I don't feel like the Brewers, if they were in that same spot right now with the way they've been performing through the playoffs, would be able to win a game like that.
They'd bungle the
that's my problem.
comebacker to the mound and lose the game, you're saying?
Yes. Like, that's my problem with this team, is I feel like they don't have the guys who can settle themselves down in these big moments when they need to. And
We don't have the guys to settle you down.
Terrible,
So can I ask you this,
terrible
Hunter?
at-bats.
So you're saying that, right? And who hit a 3-run homer when you're down 3-0? Everybody's rattled the other night.
Andrew Vaughn.
That's
Who
last
hit
name.
who hit a home run to go ahead 4-3 when everything is still, oh my gosh, what's going on? Who did
Wild
that?
Bill.
William Contreras. I
They
understand.
call him Wild
Okay,
Bill.
so you just said nobody. You don't have anybody. It literally was 4 days ago. We just saw it. Like, it unfolded right before our eyes. Now, it's not going to happen. I don't know if you realize this. Baseball is rip, rip. Like there's an ebb and a flow. Now, maybe we're going to end up getting washed away with this flowage, and we're going to all be irritated, and that would be frustrating. But there's an ebb and a flow, and there's a reason you take a day off and you go back to home, you play at home. We have a great opportunity ahead of ourselves, and I don't want all of our fans to already say, this season's over, we need to get veteran players. Like, if you want to do that on Monday, if things go south, great, go for it. But not today. Not when Murph asked us to bring our best. We need our best. We don't need negative Nancy's all telling us how we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this. We had enough to get 99 wins. Now do we have enough to get into triple digits?
Well, you really love that 100th win thing, don't you?
Well, it's a big deal. It's never happened before. Has it?
No, I don't believe it has. All right, Hunter,
You're thinking of 18, huh? If we get the wins in the playoffs.
I think they did win 100.
Yeah, 18 they would have.
And I think in 21 they were 96 and 66, so I think they got to 128 or 2011 also.
Okay. Except for those 3 times, it's never happened.
But outside of that.
Well, you just, in fairness, the journalist on the platform just said, yeah, they haven't. So, I mean, if we want to get into it, that's what just happened.
Nervous energy.
You didn't report it, but you did co-sign. You did.
I also co-sign on what a great trip we had to Hard Rock Casino Rockford. We did it twice. It was amazing. And you can make that trip from Madison in less than an hour.
You can.
If Jesse's driving.
The Hard Rock Casino Rockford features over 175,000 square feet of gaming and entertainment space, more than 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, a sports book that I believe Jesse did very well on his Milwaukee Brewers projections, and a rock shop. And they also have great food. Diverse dining options at the Hard Rock Cafe, Council Oak Steaks and Seafood, Bricked Italian Kitchen, and many, many more. A premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois. Again, as Jason said, about an hour outside of Madison.
Rumor has it we're going to be down there on October 20th for the Barry Alvarez show.
Oh, who's playing?
Chris Rock.
Barry Alvarez.
Golly.
Barry Alvarez would say, "Don't flinch." Hunter's doing the exact opposite.
Oh, Hunter's flinched. Like
I'm sorry. I'm holding my team to a championship standard. Heaven forbid. Oh no.
The green and gold game preview is coming up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch. Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Your neighbors are talking. Did you see their siding? Yikes. That drafty window? It's basically air conditioning. From nature. Don't be the scary house on the block this fall. Call Exterior Pros and Baths and get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project. No tricks, just treats. That's 262-800-4274 or click your way to extpros.com. Fall in love with your home again. Trust the pros.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into non-stop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee's Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' taste. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Catholic Memorial Football lives here.
To the outside, he's gonna sneak it in the end zone!
This Friday, the Crusaders are on the road against Wauwatosa East.
For the third time tonight, DWJ!
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune in Friday at 7 on 94.5 ESPN and live video at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank. National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Like when you're gone, I don't wanna move on. I don't wanna know what it's like when you're gone for good. You're slipping through my fingertips a little bit by a little bit. I didn't know the love of you was the happiest I've ever been. So I'm just trying to hold on.
We'll get to our intervention with Hunter soon. In the interim, it's time for the Green and Gold game preview.
Let's take a closer look at this week's matchup. This is the Green and Gold game preview.
Oh, yeah, the Packers play this weekend.
Has there ever been a time in our 10 years that we've been in this position where my mind is all Brewers right now?
Yeah.
Except, obviously, for the Badgers. Who do they play this week? And then, obviously, the Packers bank. But it's... It is at top of
call tomorrow.
It is at top of mind, is it not? Like for and how many times, Jason, can you have? And I know not for you because you're not a fan and you're a businessman, and you're a worker, and all that.
Three-time Wisconsin sports.
But for most of us, it's just this is where our mind's at, and it's the first time I believe, even with Yasiel Puig Dodgers Game 7 NLCS on a Saturday night. That's it, right? Like those two times?
So that weekend, I don't remember who the Packers played or even if they played when the
They maybe had a
NLCS
bye
happened.
that way. I do know this. The Badgers had an 11 a.m. tip because then I went down to Game 7 after the 11 a.m. tip, but I couldn't tell you who we played.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a Packers
Probably
game the
Iowa.
next day.
Maybe it was Iowa.
More runs in the first inning or points in the Wisconsin-Iowa game on Saturday night?
Good one.
Thanks. Green and Gold game preview. Packers, Bengals on Sunday, 3:25. Kevin Harlan on the call.
Oh, love
CBS.
Kevin Harlan.
Yeah. What is the big storyline, Tausch, heading into Sunday's game that you're very intrigued by?
Who's kicking? Who is kicking for the G&G? No, There's a bunch of different storylines, but I think for me, it's time to start cranking up the turnover machine. You know, what was that thing, Jason, that they called it when they're trying to force fumbles? What was the whole emphasis?
The ball king.
The ball king. We need to start seeing a little bit of that because for as good as the defense played, sans the Dallas game, we're not seeing the same amount of turnovers that we saw last year through the first 4 or 5 weeks. So obviously it would have been easier had they not went and traded for Joey Flacco. But we need to see this, I think, this week against a Cincinnati Bengal team that can't run the football and is going to try throwing it all over the lot. I think we need to see some turn. That, to me, with Joe Flacco as the quarterback, is the storyline for the game.
Tausch is right about that. For those of you who are curious, in 2018, the Green Bay Packers played a October 15th game against the 49ers, and then, as Jesse correctly points out, had a bye week. And then played on October 28th against the Los Angeles Rams and lost that game.
That's a great memory, Jell.
So good work by you, Jelly. Tausch is right. It is the turnover thing. I think that, and I also think as part of that, the defense playing like the defense it was the first 3 games, not the defense it was. And Jeff Hafley argues that they just had a crappy half. And points out that they were pitching a shutout other than the 2-point defensive conversion that had occurred earlier in the game until the last minute of the first half.
Yeah, but the Strack and everything else. But,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but you can't say, 5 out of 6 drives you gave up touchdowns. Like, if it's one thing, yes, you played a good almost half, but, Jeff, we expect more, babe. We expect more, babe.
You are really. You
know
really
what it is
today.
We don't have to tell them what it is. We all know.
Oh, you mean like bringing enthusiasm to a show?
Yeah, that's
shame
exactly
on
what
me.
I mean. Yeah,
I will sit back and monotone the heck. I can Aaron Campman this thing if you guys want.
No one's saying that.
So I think that.
What did Aaron Campman do? He's catching an unnecessary stray there.
No, I always told you Aaron Campman was Johnny Monotone. I've said that for years. I told him that when he was on the show. We are going to play good, solid, strong defense today.
The Cowboys, when they had the 5 out of the 6 drives, the first one obviously was one play, 15 yards after the Strack. But as Tausch correctly points out, then they had an 80-yard drive they gave up. Then they had a 77-yard drive. Then they had a 54-yard drive. Like they deserve criticism for their performance. No one would suggest
Did not
otherwise.
think we would see more than one of those in that Dallas game. And there is a point where you have to sometimes give Dallas credit. Maybe their offense is better than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
But our defense can't be like that.
Jesse, next.
Besides Jordan Love and Micah Parsons, which Packers player will have the biggest impact on the team's success Sunday afternoon?
Sheeto. I know Trey Hendrickson moves around a little bit, but he's kind of a one-man band. And if you can shut him down and not let him Strack, he made a couple of big plays to at least make that Detroit game look somewhat feasible last Sunday. I think if you can limit him, and I'm sure Matt LaFleur and Steno have a plan to at least double and make his life really difficult. If Sheeto can handle him and limits what he can do, Jordan Love in this offense should have a day on Sunday.
A couple of good little tidbits from the YouTube comments. Greg points out that the 1982 ALCS Game 4 was played at the same time that the Badgers beat number 1 Ohio State. So that's interesting.
Good tip.
And Jeff in the YouTube comments in Madison says, I attended the 1982 ALCS Game 5 clincher. The NFL was on strike at the time. So he was not having to worry about a Packers game either. So that was interesting. Couple people that I'd like to suggest here. One would be Josh Jacobs, who we're seeing if they discovered something in the run game. The other one, though, is Sheeto for a different reason.
Dinged up a little
than what you said. He didn't practice yesterday.
That ain't good.
He did not. He declined to speak to reporters yesterday.
Well, that's because you all put him on blast.
No.
Undefeated season bit.
Thought he wasn't going to do that anymore anyway.
I don't know if it's because of that.
You don't think he's playing?
Well, he was listed as limited in practice on Wednesday. So was Brandon McManus. So was Tucker Kraft a couple weeks ago.
What is going on at
and
practice?
maybe
we got more guys injured during the bye week than we did during a game.
Is you suffered an injury during the practice and couldn't finish, and that's why you were limited. On New Year's Eve 2020, David Bakhtiari was listed as having been limited in practice. If Sheeto can't go, and if Zach Tom's not ready, and if Aaron Banks isn't ready, SpaghettiOs. I don't care if Trey Hendrickson is a one-man band or not. That's a problem.
What are you reporting on this?
I'm not reporting anything. We'll talk to Rob Demovsky at 10:15, and then I will be over at Lambeau Field later this afternoon. We will see if the injury report is as scary as the Brewers' prospects are per Hunter Vaughn. Next.
Is your gut tell you Sheeto's playing?
My gut doesn't tell me anything on him. I don't have enough information. I don't know. Jesse?
I
don't know.
Jason's start working for 565 Analytics so we could go with his gut more. The Packers defeat Joe Flacco and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday if they do what, Tausch?
I feel like the only way, and again, this probably is jinxy, if the special teams doesn't give up any big plays and makes Cincinnati, I was going to say Cleveland. How many teams has Flacco played for? He's been around now.
Every team in the AFC North.
He's been around now. If you make him go the distance, just like you did when he was in Cleveland, they ain't beating you. And the special teams, it sounds like Bisaccia after yesterday, everything's fixed. No problems.
No, I'll have that audio for you.
Field goal protection fixed, punt block cover fixed. So Rich had a great bye week is what it sounded like, which is fantastic because otherwise there were people, not me, but there were some people thinking Pat Murphy could maybe do both. And now if Pat Murphy doesn't get it done tomorrow, maybe they'll have Bisaccia managing the Brewers. I don't know how people think. But I do think if your special teams doesn't kind of fill its you-know-what, I think Green Bay wins this game relatively easily.
40 burger?
No. I don't think 40 burger. We don't know if Sheeto's playing. You haven't reported that yet.
Yeah.
We don't. Again, Rob Demovsky scheduled to appear at 10:15. Matt LaFleur scheduled to speak with reporters shortly thereafter. Micah Parsons is asked to wreck the game. That's what has to happen.
Did you, when you were interviewing him, did you have an Iowa shirt on?
A couple weeks ago? Yeah. Iowa basketball.
Okay. That wasn't this week. Okay. Because you look downright giddy standing next to him.
Yeah, it's an older photo. But, yeah, I enjoyed we had a good conversation that day, Micah and I. Also, this just in from Micah Parsons, those basketball hoops that they have at state fairs are rigged. The hoop is smaller, the ball is bigger, it's hard to make shots. He only made 3.
Did he go double rim? Because a lot of times you see those double rimmed at the fairs.
I didn't
don't
get that
think
far
that's
into
fair.
it. He just felt like it was on. He's a good shooter, and he felt like that someone had captured him shooting at the midway.
I feel like he'd be a slash guy. Like you get
like
him on the wing
Carter.
with that explosive first step that he's got. I would think he'd be a tough cover.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Yep. All right, we need to get
reporting that.
We need okay. That's the Green and Gold game preview. We need to get ready for Rob Demovsky. He's coming up a little bit later in the program. We've got our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. We've got trivia. We've got all kinds of good stuff. But we do have a few different texts, I'm sure, that Jesse has been curating from this Brewers conversation. And I would like to circle back to that briefly, if I may.
The text line really fills up. I never see that. I never get to see it. It's nice. That's what's nice about being on these remotes.
But before any of that can happen, Tausch needs to tell us about Tito's Vodka.
Well, Tito's, you know what? We're going to have the brat. It looks like the grills are just going to get fired up out here. I might have a Tito's at noon when the show finishes up. I don't know what I'll even mix it with. It could go bloody. Could go Gatorade.
Infuse
could go
your
lemonade. Could go cranberry. But I do know this. It'll be Tito's. That will be in the bottom of that cup because Tito's handmade vodka is my go-to. Made in Austin, Texas, and it goes great with everything. And not only do they make great drinks, they give back in a big way, partnering with nonprofits and doing real good in communities across the country, especially for our four-legged friends. So next time you're raising a glass, make it with Tito's handmade vodka, crafted to be savored responsibly.
More with Jesse and Tausch live from Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Get your first look at the Wisconsin Badger men's basketball team when they take the court in the Bad Boy Mowers Series at Fiserv Forum on Friday, October 24th. Bucky will lace them up against Oklahoma at 7 p.m. in this preseason exhibition game. Get your tickets now at FiservForum.com. Take advantage of this rare opportunity to see the Badgers and Sooners play in Milwaukee. Buy tickets at FiservForum.com. Catch elite men's college basketball when Wisconsin and Oklahoma play on Friday, October 24th at Fiserv Forum.
Hey Wisconsin, it's football season and that means it's time to break out the Bandito with El Bandito Yankee, the official tequila of game day. 100% Blue Weber agave, all natural and so smooth it's criminal. Try the award-winning Blanco, Reposado, and Yeho and the new high-proof Plata 47. Ask for El Bandito Yankee at your favorite bar or restaurant and buy it today at Woodman's and Festival Foods. And for tailgates, recipes, and more places for purchase, go to elbanditoyankee.com.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Zero restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
Hey everybody, this is Stephen Bauer, CEO of the Guest House of Milwaukee. You know, homelessness isn't just a number. It represents our neighbors and our community. At Guest House of Milwaukee, we've spent decades helping people find stability, housing, and hope. On Thursday, November 13th, we invite you to our gala, A Night of Hope and Dignity. It's a night to stand with those working to overcome homelessness and those who support them. Join us. Tickets are available at guesthouseofmilwaukee.org, and together we can change lives.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Macy's Star Deals Week is back. It's one incredible week packed with epic savings on the best fall styles. That means luxurious 100% cashmere sweaters are now just $79.99. The latest beauty from Shiseido, Mac & More, $30 off every $150 you spend. Plus, exclusive online-only daily flash deals and so much more. It's the one week you really can't miss. Macy's Star Deals Week is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Having a tough time paying your bills? Learn how to reduce your credit card debt to a fraction of what you owe. Call the Debt Helpline now for free advice. 800-329-9912, 800-329-9912.
The grill is hot, the crowd is loud, and the flavor? That's all Coops Mustard. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. For over 125 years, Coops has been the MVP of game day eats with 14 bold flavors that make every brat, burger, and pretzel a championship bite. Because Coops isn't your ordinary mustard. It's extraordinary mustard. The kind that turns tailgates into traditions and touchdowns into taste bud celebrations. This football season, bring the bold, bring the flavor, bring Coops. Coops Mustard, spreading the love since 1897.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
We'll get to the 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch in a little bit. Before that, Jesse, you had mentioned...
Jaybird, can I jump in? Because Scott/Dave said something again during the break that I thought was interesting. Who's playing left tackle if Sheeto doesn't go?
Jordan Morgan.
For sure?
I would think so.
Okay.
They also don't have Anthony Belton as an option because he's not playing this week. So where does that leave you? Jordan Morgan, left tackle. Who plays left guard then? Donovan Jennings.
Okay. Ugh. Now, he had that good mini camp practice that nobody remembered.
When Matt LaFleur didn't know who he was. It's basically Sean Ryan and Elton Jenkins are the two known commodities for this one. Maybe Aaron Banks is able to go, and then you've got him at left guard, and then you can, go with Darian Kennard at right tackle. We'll have to wait and see. Jesse, you had brought up the talk and text line, the text portion earlier. I was just curious, are there more people chiming in that are like Hunter, or are most of them saying, Hunter, slow your roll, it's RELAX, it's going to be okay?
It's really pretty split. Christian in Waukesha, Hunter, you're protecting. As Tausch often says, you have to be willing to have your heart ripped out. Have courage, fellas, we've got this. But then there's Hunter is 100% correct from Josh in Denver. Enough of this loser mentality, which is kind of ironic because Hunter's saying they're going to lose, but the loser mentality is supporting. It's a really backwards thing if you think about it.
Wild deal,
Erica in Milwaukee's calling you guys old. Would you like to hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always appreciate Erica's commentary.
By the way, Erica had a good thing in the YouTube comments. She pointed out that the 2011 Packers played Kyle Orton twice. Played him with the Broncos and then played him again with the Chiefs, and the Chiefs beat him. But the Packers beat Kyle Orton when he played for the Broncos, so he was
so
not
that means
able to...
that means we'll beat Flacco tomorrow.
It'll be a split, just the same way, exactly. Now, Jesse, the floor is yours.
Why do all the old guys seem okay with what the Brewers are doing? Do us younger fans have more expectations?
I don't know. What would they have expectations about?
Well, I think it's almost like a Wisconsin football thing where people who are my age and younger, 30-ish and younger, have only experienced winning Wisconsin football. And so you say, well, how come we're not competing for championships, elevate expectations?
Yeah, but we've never won a championship in Milwaukee.
Correct.
So
it's true. But there was one playoff appearance.
And we're saying let's go chase and get one. Y'all are saying we ain't doing enough to do it. And
also,
if y'all remember the mid-2000s, we stunk.
I don't care about the mid-2000s. The last 4 years, they have won the division 3 times.
Yeah.
The bar gets raised. I didn't have high expectations to start the season. Once they started winning, then the expectations go up. Once you finish the regular season with the best
I don't know
record,
who you're talking to. I've been saying the whole time, Hunter, I want to go win a championship. We're still in it. We're not out.
But their performance the last 2 games tells me otherwise.
But their performance the first 2 games are dynamite. Like, what are we doing? Yes, I've said the whole time, let's stop with this polluted mindset of, economically we can't do this. And We're the best blanking team in baseball, and we're still there with a home game tomorrow. We're not out. If we do get out, then Homer. God dang it! I'm so used to battling with Homer. Hunter, then go ahead and rant. You know what? Go put on Superman. Have yourself a snack. Get a bowl of soup. and or come out to Zimbrick, grab yourself a brat after the show, and just take a beat, and then let's refocus. Let's encourage and cheer our team on, and if we get throttled tomorrow, rant away. But before that, I just feel like you're almost like manifesting it. Because you want this, because you feel that way. Yeah, but I think your feelings are kind of like you want to guard your feelings.
He's bracing for impact.
You want to guard your feelings and say, oh, and then if they win, you can, whoo. That's what I feel like you're doing.
I desperately want to be wrong, but their history has told me otherwise. And their performance the last 2 games is leading in a trajectory of this is going to be another loss, and then the Brewers will be 3-11 in series clinching games.
Let me tell you something. The Cubs fans had that same vibe in 2016.
They were down 3-1.
It's been 120 years. And you know what?
Cubs also made moves to actually win a championship.
Like what? Well, actually, I don't want you breaking down roster moves.
You know who wins?
I caught myself.
You know who wins? Gruber Law Offices wins. They win all the time. They're big winners. And if you've been injured in an accident, you want to win too. You want to get what you deserve. So go to gruber-law.com. That's their website to find out more. Or make the call. One call. That's all. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Gruber Law Offices. One call. That's all. The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch will start in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems, installation of new or old hoops, and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
Homer for Window Nation. It's October, and if you've got old windows, that means you're back to dealing with chilly air seeping into your home. Eliminate annoying drafts once and for all with Window Nation in Milwaukee. This month, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free, plus pay nothing for 2 years. With the holidays coming up, it's a big deal, and they can do it so quickly. Don't miss out on free windows and 0 payments for 2 years with Window Nation, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Visit windownation.com before October 31st to get started.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch with Jesse and Tausch live at Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
The name you can trust, by the way. Jason, if you had to, so they have a great general manager out here, Dakota, and he's dressed up in a hot dog costume. Would you rather be a hot dog or there's hot dogs too?
He's got a hot dog costume.
Hot dog or a brat costume? If we said, Jason, to support us, I know you couldn't make it down to Sun Prairie today, we're sending you a big, beautiful costume. Which one are you putting on? And we know you love costumes. We've seen that.
I was just going to say, you'd make this sound like this would be a hardship for me. I'd be happy to do it.
Okay.
Whatever you send, I'm fine with.
You'd be good.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing Ted Lasso, though, for Halloween.
All right.
Got the hoodie. I just need the fake mustache. I should be
because you're going to
do.
Avondale of Stratford, so you want to be, and that's where Ted Lasso's from, right?
Yes, not till July 5th, though.
Stratford upon
I know, but you're promoting
Avondale
your trip.
Roofing
and that
is another
Edinburgh.
Just wait, Stratford,
Wisconsin.
Is it not Stratford of Avondale? Oh.
No.
Edinburgh.
Time now for our prize picks of the week.
Oh, yeah. We should probably go quick on this with Demovsky waiting, huh?
Can you mix a Brewers or two in?
Sure. Jordan Love, more or less 240.5 passing yards.
More. I think it can be a big boy day for Jay Love, and I think we're going to see, his MVP odds have dipped a little bit, obviously, with the last two, even though he played fantastic against the Cowboys. I think he's going to have a day, and Cincinnati is not going to have a ton of resistance. Now, the caveat to that, and Jason won't report it because he doesn't know it yet, but I do need to know where we're at offensive line-wise, because I think if you're talking about no Zach Tom and no Sheeto, I think there'll be less Paso, if that's the case. Oh.
So less Yardos would be my prediction. Next.
You're going less on that, huh?
I am.
That makes me think Jason knows something. And I know he's not going to report it.
I don't know.
I know you don't.
No Brewers projections up on Prize Picks yet.
Okay. Well, we don't know who's pitching.
Yep.
Probably.
Josh Jacobs, more or less 79.5 rushing yards.
Less. I think it'll give me an aerial assault game.
More. I think that's going to be a ground game.
What the heck? Jamar Chase, more or less than 6 receptions. He's only had more than 6 once this year.
Less. Keyshawn will nix that opportunity, and I think it's going to be less than 6.
Sounds like a headline preview to me. I'm going to say more because now he's got Joe Flacco slinging it to him.
Brandon McManus and Evan McPherson, more or less than 3.5 combined made field goals.
Well, I don't even think old boy's going to kick, so I'm going to go less.
That's part of the intriguing option here. Yeah.
And I heard it both ways. It's McPherson, right?
Not again.
Listen to McPherson. Oh, you can laugh a little bit, Jay Bird. Huh?
The McManus, or McManus, I guess I'd mispronounce it as. In 2022, he had the same injury. It cropped up on Wednesday. You can read about this at channel3000.com. Cropped up on Wednesday just like it did this week. He did not kick the rest of the week. Then he kicked on Sunday. He was playing for the Broncos. They were playing the Ravens. He kicked 2 50-yard field goals and a 41-yarder. And then they trotted him out there on the final play of the game to try a 63-yarder to win the game. It did come up short. They lost 10-9. But the fact that he went out there and tried a 63-yarder, he feels like he'll be able to play if he rests it properly. So I think he will kick. But 3.5 combined made field goals that'd be a lot for McPherson, McManus, McMerson. I'm going to go less on that.
So I don't like any of the other things you disagreed on, but to go along with what we were doing yesterday, if we do a McDavid, McManus, McPherson, maybe
what about
get one
McGregor?
more in there.
What do you got him for?
A little McPrize Picks weekend, I think, is in store. I'll check out if we got one more on the board for that, but that's our Prize Picks of the week.
Tausch, tell us about Prize Picks and how good it feels to be right.
Well, you have the baseball playoffs. It is the best time of the year sports-wise. NHL hockey kicked off. The NBA season is right here. You can do some preseason projections if you wish. And, of course, the NFL. You have it all, and simple to play. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds. Turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. You heard, I think Jordan Love's going to have a big day. I also think Romeo Dobbs is going to have a big day. We didn't project that one, but those are going to be 2 of my projections. Jump on. If you feel really strong, you can pick the same player up to 3 times. We call that stacks. McStack it. Same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You want to go with Giannis, and you want to go with McDavid, and you want to go with Draisaitl, and you want to go with Golden. You have it all. And no matter what your play, Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals They're fast, safe, and secure. They use Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Download the PrizePicks app. Use the code WI, and you get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that is code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good
to be right.
I found our guy, Mackenzie McGill, running back for North Texas against South Florida tonight. Add him to the stack. Mackenzie
It's a lot
McGill.
of mix. A lot of mix.
Robert Demovsky joins us next. It's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Sweetest Day is coming up, and ESPN Milwaukee wants to make sure you're equipped to make the special someone in your life extra happy with the Welke's Sweetest Day giveaway. From now through October 16th, head to Welke'sSweetestDay.com to register for your chance to win a Sweetest Day prize pack, a bouquet of flowers from Welke's Milwaukee Florist, a $100 St. Kate gift card, and a one-night stay at the St. Kate. All that could be yours to share with the sweetest one in your life. Just go to Welke'sSweetestDay.com to register and for full contest details.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for the Pickler Menominee Falls, and it is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics, all included in your membership. And right now, if you're not ready to commit to a full membership, you can try it all with their special trial offer, 15 days for just $30. That's 2 full weeks of unlimited play, leagues, and clinics for only $30. Check it out today at thepickler.com, and we'll see you on the court.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
I walk on the shoulders of giants who have come before me. I am ASAP and Maya Angelou. I am Marva Collins and Frederick Douglass.
From A to Z, I celebrate, emulate, and commemorate their example.
This is part of the Declaration of Excellence Milwaukee College Prep scholars recite not just during Black History Month, but each and every morning. Because our students don't just honor history, they're determined to shape it. Enroll your scholar for the 2025-26 school year at MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity. Trend Micro helps businesses move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks across cloud, email, endpoints, and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com, because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
Big ideas deserve a big story and the right audience. At Saturn Lounge, we bring your marketing to life with branding, websites, digital marketing, and video storytelling that stands out from the crowd. Whether it's a TV spot, a campaign, or content built to connect, Saturn Lounge is where strategy meets creativity. From the first spark of an idea to the final cut, we're here to make your message shine across every platform. Ready to make your marketing a success? Step into the spotlight with Saturn Lounge, your launchpad for bigger, better marketing. To tell the world your story, visit SaturnLounge.com today.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Time for the guy that'll get Mark Tauscher the answers he demands. It ain't me. It's from ESPN, Rob Demovsky. Rob, good morning. How are you?
What's going on, guys?
Who's going to play on the offensive line this week?
Oh, great question, Jason.
So my assumption is that both Tom and Banks play, and that leaves Jordan Morgan without a seat until Rashid. Jeez. Rasheed
long
Walker. Yeah, it's been a long one. Rasheed Walker had an injury. I think we see Jordan Morgan at left tackle. Now, here's what I would like to know and wonder. Were they thinking about finding a place for Jordan Morgan anyway when those two guys came back? Now, would that place have been right guard instead of Sean Ryan potentially, or was it going to be left tackle instead of Walker? But I think the injury, as often happens, sort of sorts this thing out. I would assume, and we'll find out in a little bit about Walker if he's practicing today, but he didn't practice yesterday. So I'm guessing it's going to be Jordan Morgan at left tackle.
Rob, Jason had mentioned earlier this week when you guys talked to Banks, he said something semi-cryptic about if the coaches. Jason, can you fill me in again on the exact verbiage? But it made it sound as if maybe Jordan Morgan would be kind of rep sharing with Banks if there wasn't this injury potential of him playing left tackle. So, Jason, what was that again?
I'm trying to make the most of the snaps that I'm getting in practice.
That's cryptic-y to me.
It's a weird thing to say if you're the starter.
It is. Yeah, no doubt. It definitely is. I wonder if it is like they're thinking about a rotation there. From what, people have told me in evaluating the film that know more about offensive line play than I do, they sort of wondered if it might be Sean Ryan, whose play is maybe not as good as what they would have liked. So maybe they would, that if there was going to be a rotation, it would be there. But yeah, I guess that Banks thing is, I didn't read it quite that way until you said it, but yeah, that could be.
Well, Rob, just briefly, if I may.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And then the Zach Tom piece of this, like we, as you know, I talked to him on Monday. He did not talk to us yesterday, and he did not talk to us on Wednesday. I'm sure you and I will both be waiting for him at his locker today when the locker room opens. But he had said that he wanted to crash into some defensive ends on Wednesday to see how it went, because he didn't do that before Cleveland. Yeah. And then it was like, whoa, that really hurts on the one play that Myles Garrett hit him on. Like, if he's not ready and you're going into a game, I don't care how crummy this defense is, without either of your starting tackles, that kind of levels the playing field against a not nearly as good team, right?
No question. Yeah, no doubt. And that's the thing with Zach Tom is that, he told us, well, and LaFleur said, well, we couldn't simulate what he was going to feel in the game. Well, maybe you should have, we'll see if they did that this week, and if so, how he felt. But, look, I mean, I'm trying to remember if they were in pads the week of the Cleveland game on Wednesday or Thursday. They were. I'm almost sure they were. And they went in pads this week on Wednesday as well. And as you guys know, there's only one padded practice per week allowed. And in fact, if over the course of the season, it's actually less than one. It's like 13 padded practices.
Well, I bet I'd be walking better if we only had one back then. Continue.
Is that right?
Yes, I do believe so. Continue.
Yeah. No. So that's Jason. You're right. That's the big question. And we don't have the answer to that at this point.
So, Rob, when you're talking to your cats up there about evaluating, the sense I get is there's not a ton of positivity about Aaron Banks up to this point. I mean, I know we're not going to get into money because it doesn't matter how much guys get paid.
That's right.
Aaron Banks doesn't matter if he's making $400,000 or $25 million. None of that matters. But he has not finished.
On my side.
He has no. I disagree vehemently with you. But the fact that he hasn't finished a game, and there was that cryptic little message that he sent. Where are your folks on how Banks has fit in and been with this Packer football team so far in his tenure?
Yeah, I think the problem, Tausch, is that they haven't seen enough to make a real evaluation. Like, that's the biggest issue right now, is that there's just not enough snaps and not enough reps to figure out if this guy actually is an upgrade and can do, he was supposed to be this incredible run blocker, right? Like,
yep.
Well, their run game has not been great up until, probably the second half of the Dallas game when they finally started to pop a few. So I think that's where the disappointment and frustration lies with the Aaron Banks thing, is that they're still not sure if he was worth the money or not worth the money or whatever. But, like, in all seriousness, like, he hasn't played enough snaps. Like, I mean, you look at, I know it's a cliche or whatever, but, like, the best offensive lines are the ones that play together.
Yep.
Well, Zach Tom has played 11.75% of their snaps this season. Aaron Banks has played 27.6% of their snaps this season. Like, that's not good enough. That's not enough. So they need to get those guys on the field before we can even actually make some real evaluations of them.
And what did you make of the McManus situation? And Jason kind of feels as if because he's had this happen to him before, he'll be kicking Sunday. Is that your vibe as well?
That is. My question though is he going to kick today? Like, their normal kicking days are Wednesday and Friday, so he wasn't going to kick yesterday anyway. And he said, and maybe you covered this, Jason, but he said that he was still undecided about whether he would kick today on Friday or just wait till pregame warmups. When he did it in 2022, he said he didn't kick the rest of the week and just kicked on Sunday leading up to the game. So, it would not surprise me at all if they sign either Greg Joseph or Lucas Havrasink, I believe is how you say it, who are both working out today. They could easily sign one of those guys to the practice squad today, elevate them tomorrow, and have two kickers up on game day if, as an emergency situation. But my suspicion is that he'll kick. I mean, I don't know if you talked about the line about where Matt LaFleur said it was a major concern, and I thought this was very funny yesterday, that when we asked McManus about that, he said, well, he didn't talk to me, and his thesaurus must be different than mine. It must have his own, I believe the exact quote is, he must have his own thesaurus encyclopedia to describe injuries. So, that I thought was a little bit interesting. I don't know why LaFleur called it a major concern, other than, maybe he is concerned about any time a specialist that we only have one of on the roster has an injury.
Yeah, well, maybe if he talked after practice, he would have been talking to us after talking to his kicker and would have known that it's not quite as major of a concern. And then I'd get to attend once in a while, but I'm sure he's not disappointed about that.
That's the true root of the issue here.
Indeed.
He talked in the morning during the 9 to 12 window.
Yeah. Rob, I am curious, though, as you pointed out, he did kick, and we just went over what he did in that game for the Broncos. Yeah. I mean, they trotted him out there to try a 63-yarder at the end. So, he clearly felt good about that. We heard Rich Bisaccia tell us yesterday they're leaning on him and his experience. But be honest, you want them to sign Greg Joseph so you can hear Greg Joseph say, Greg Joseph has to focus on Greg Joseph.
It's only competing against Greg Joseph. That's it.
Third person. Hey, speaking of guys that are interesting to talk to, you did a piece today on ESPN.com about Romeo Doubs. And
which I barely quoted him. Is that what you're getting at?
No. He's an interesting guy to talk to, sometimes a challenging guy to talk to. But you took the focus of, what it might mean for him in terms of his future with this team.
Yeah.
How do you view that, and how do you think things may have changed from a year ago? When I wrote my story last week, it was because the timing of it was week 5 a year ago was when he decided not to come to work, right? And now week 5 was the bye last week. How do you view his future and what the uncertainty has either increased or decreased of him still being a Packer?
Yeah, I mean, Jason, I think going into the offseason and even going into this season, I thought there was a very small chance that he would play here after the 2025 season. Now I think it's still probably less than 50-50, but I think there is an increased possibility that he's here. We talked about this many times with the Watson thing. It sort of bought them time. The injury thing sort of bought them time to do a short-term deal, which they did. All along you thought, well, there's no way they can sign Watson, Dobbs, Reed, all three of those guys to long-term big money contracts. It's just not, it just doesn't work that way. But now maybe there is a possibility that, that could happen. I mean, in talking to agents, they always talk about comps when it comes to contracts, like, comparable players. And like, Dobbs' numbers, like, it's a hard comp because he's never had a 1,000-yard season, right? But he, in a lot of cases, is their go-to guy. So the closest comp that I could come up with was Rashad Bateman, the Ravens receiver, who I believe was in the same draft class, or maybe he was he was the year before Dobbs. So they did the deal in June, and it's it's about what did I say? 3 year,
$36.75. Yeah, so $12 million a year.
$12 million a year, right? So like, he's not in the 18 to 20 million category, which is which still isn't the top of the receiver market. But Bateman is his career high in yards before this year. I think was like 760 something, which is about where Dobbs' best was. And to me, like, that's an interesting comp because it's it's not a blockbuster deal, but it's not nothing either. And the agents that I talk to when it comes to projecting things for their own clients, I mean, there's agencies that literally have their own salary cap guys, a couple of whom I talk to on a regular basis, that they're not agents, but they work for agencies, and their job is just to research contracts to find negotiating points for their agents to take with their clients to the teams to try to figure it out. And so I tried to play that a little bit myself the other day when I was doing the numbers on this, and Bateman might be the best comp out there. And now the interesting thing about that is we know the Packers like to structure their contracts unless it's the big time guys like Parsons or the quarterback, that all the guarantee is in signing bonus money, right? Like, that's just typically how they do it. Well, Bateman's deal is interesting. It has $18 million in guaranteed, but only $8 million was the signing bonus, and then there's some base salary guarantees. We're getting into the weeds here, probably too much. But to me, like, I guess my whole point of this is it's not as far-fetched and unreasonable to think that they could bring him back as I once thought it was.
So, Tausch, my question for you is, so Rob's comps that he has here, Rashad Bateman, 3 years, $36.75, so that's a little over $12 million a year. Khalil Shakir of the Bills, 4 years, $53 million, so that's a little over $13 million a year. If you can get Romeo Dobbs at $13 million a year for 3 years, are you signing him, Tausch?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree.
He's been that good. There's obviously the stuff that happened last year. But the thing is, and this is what I was just going to ask you, Rob, was when you do that contract is something that you feel all right with, and if you wanted to move on, you could. But when you make that, you then start looking at, well, where's Jaden Reed and Wicks? Because you're not going to pay 3 or 4 guys. Now, this money here is third. This would be third receiver money at 13. Your top number 2 is T. Higgins, and some of these other guys are in the upper 20s, low 30s, which they won't even think. I don't even think they'll get to 20. I would think Dobbs would be great if he could get anywhere in the high teens. I think him and his team would be very happy about that.
Yeah, no, you're right. And it goes back to the Jason Vrabel quote from a year ago training camp when we were talking about who emerges as the number one or number two. And he said, well, it's whoever gets the contract, right? Like it's whoever we decide to pay. So, but I think that's exactly what it is, Tausch.
All right, Rob, I'm not going to ask you for a prediction, but what do you think? Did the Flacco signing change your mind at all about what this game looks? It did for me a little bit. What did it do for you as far as like prognosticating how this game's going to shake out?
Yeah, the only thing that I think it changed is just how the defense will have success. Like Evan Williams, I was talking to him sort of after the group dispersed the other day, and he was like, look, I was looking forward to playing Jake Browning because of his penchant for turning the ball over, and we need some takeaways, right? Like, I mean, I believe he was leading the league in interceptions, and obviously it's probably why they made this move away from Browning. And Flacco's one thing he's probably not going to do is turn the ball over a ton, so I do think it changes the game from that perspective. But beyond that, I still think it's going to be really, really hard for any quarterback to come in and have a lot of success under these circumstances. I know those receivers are outstanding, but still.
Rob, last thing for you from me. Is there an opponent that the Packers have history with during our time covering this team that's weirder than the Bengals games? That you had the miss-off between Mason Crosby and Evan McPherson. Mm-hmm. You had the crazy man running out of the stands in Cincinnati and plucking the ball out of Favre's hand. You had Antoine Odom, who I think had like 7 career sacks, getting 5 in one game. Yeah. Like, isn't it something always weird happens?
Jason, was any of those games, or was this a different game? I believe it was the 2013 game where Jonathan Franklin, where they were just trying to run the clock out, and Jonathan Franklin fumbled the ball away, and the Bengals picked it up and scored. Yes. Was that any of those games, or was that a completely different game than any of the ones
I think that's mentioned? A different one, but that's in the mix too. Yes,
right. That was not the Evan McPherson field goal miss game, right? No, that would have been too early for that. So but that's the one that in addition to the ones you mentioned, come to mind. And then we can go way back to what was it, the Favre.
Right, Kittrick Taylor.
Yeah, right. So there's so many. It's interesting. I hadn't thought of it that way, but that's probably true. There's some bizarre things that have happened between these two teams.
Well, we will see what Matt LaFleur has to say to you and the assembled beat writers, Sans 1, in a little while.
What do you want me to ask him? I'll try to keep it shorter.
Tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. No, but as long as he doesn't say, you can't ask a question that's going to make me want to fight you, like Rich Bisaccia said yesterday, I think it's a win. So we'll see. Rob, we appreciate you, man. Thanks.
All right, guys. We'll be seeing you.
That is Rob Demovsky of ESPN.com. Again, you can read his piece about Romeo Doubs and his future with the team at ESPN.com and ESPNWisconsin.com. We got plenty more still to get to here in the 10 o'clock hour, but I have been telling you about this for a while, and it's getting closer. We've got the big meet and greet coming up soon. We are going to England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette, and it would be great if you would join us. July 5th, a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales. It's a 10-day trip. It's going to be great. I'm leaving North America for the first time in my life, and hopefully you'll join us on that trip. We'll take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Big Ben in London, Edinburgh Castle, which I'm learning how to pronounce correctly. Rich in history. It feels like you're stepping back in time. Tausch's favorite place, Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, and Chester, which is not the Chester that Bo Ryan is from. Plus all those great scenic green hills that we'll be riding through on our way to the medieval city of York. Bustling, busy streets, countryside views, everything about Britain's history, culture, and beauty, all on one trip. So here's what you got to do. Just text the word travel to 844-770-3776. Travel to 844-770-3776, or just go to ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com. That's ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com to get more information. And again, one of my favorite places is Buck and Honey's, and we are doing our meet and greets on November 4th at 6 o'clock at Buck and Honey's in Monona, where you can get even more information about the trip. So again, go to ESPN Milwaukee Travel to find out more. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash game show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at Potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
I'm Pat Dunphy of Cannon & Dunphy, and I'm reaching out to you today not as an attorney, but as chair of the board of directors of Guest House. It's an organization that's been dedicated to dealing with the root causes of homelessness in Milwaukee for over 40 years. Its mission is to treat the homeless with dignity and help them rebuild their lives. So help us help the homeless by investing in the Guest House and the Milwaukee community. And also consider attending our gala on Thursday, November 13th.
At Alpha Custom Apparel, we create standout corporate apparel and promotional gear that makes a lasting impression. Whether it's polos for your next conference, branded jackets for your sales team, or eye-catching giveaways for a client event, we've got you covered. We offer a concierge-like experience for businesses who want more. More customization, more creativity, more impact. From concept to delivery, we help brands big and small show up looking their best with speed, style, and attention to detail. Create with us today at alphacustomapparel.com.
The annual Catholic Memorial High School open house is Sunday, October 12th. Become part of the CMH tradition and make plans now to attend from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on October 12th. Register at catholicmemorial.net. Awarded for academic excellence, a rich tradition of athletic success, and an experience rooted in faith. Find out how your student can achieve more at CMH. Tour the school, meet the faculty and coaches, learn all about the opportunities available for your student. Register today at catholicmemorial.net. Catholic Memorial High School, where you rise.
Dave Spano from Annex Wealth Management. It didn't seem like it when the season started, but we've watched the crew become a great team. We're just as proud of the team here at Annex. I'll put the Annex team up against anyone when it comes to what we do. Investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning. If that's what you're looking for, let's talk soon. AnnexWealth.com. Click the Get Started button. In the meantime, let's enjoy championship baseball in Milwaukee.
Saturday, October 11th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Mentality is hosting a health fair at 2323 North Mayfair Road in Wauwatosa. Take a free cognitive test, the first of its kind FDA-approved brain health screening in just 10 minutes, and get labs with a donation. Plus amazing giveaways, and here's the best part. It all supports Ignite the Spirit, helping Milwaukee's firefighters and their families. Mentality clinics are backed by science and delivered with care. Mark your calendar for Mentality's Milwaukee Health Fair, Saturday, October 11th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Be there.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Thanks as always to Rob Demovsky. He joins us every Friday, right before he talks to Matt LaFleur over at Lambeau Field. Time now, though, for our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week.
Don't sleep, you gotta stay up.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Wakey, wakey.
Okay, campers, rise and shine.
It's time for the Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week on Wilde Tausch.
It is time for our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. We had a bye last week, although we did do our Sleepers of the Series for the Brewers-Cubs. Has Isaac Collins played?
He had a bunt.
Yeah, I think
he had that big hit. He had the big hit the other night. Did he not?
No, that was
to get on for Churio? Or was that somebody else?
I thought that was somebody else. I don't think Isaac Collins has done anything.
I've not done very well. Good thing that doesn't count in the standings. Should have gone with
they had a veteran they could use in that spot.
My pick of Jacob Mizorowski could be made or broke in about 38 hours. However much.
When are they? I'm not going to ask any questions about when they announce the lineups and pitching. I've learned my lesson. Not going to do that again. I got scolded last time.
I think I was the one who got the real repercussions of that, but that's okay.
No, I was scolded. All right.
By whom?
Jesse. When I anticipated that he would know because he's our Brewers guy, like when they announced who was going to pitch and what. Oh, the roster setting last week, about this time last week. Matter of fact. So lessons learned.
Isaac Collins went 0 for 1 against the Cubs in the 4-3 loss of Game 3.
That's not a great start for you, but you know what? If we're being honest, tomorrow's going to be the differential.
Anyone can be a hero.
Anybody that makes a game-winning play tomorrow or a series winning will be the winner of this contest.
All right, well, we need to find out who's going to win this week with our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. Packers, Bengals. Tausch, you get to go first.
Yeah, it's Lucas Van Ness. He slept, did no stat line the last time around. I think everybody was excited about the starting point, and yeah, obviously Devontae Wyatt being out, I think his opportunities are going to go up, and I think he's going to have a day tomorrow. Cincinnati's not great, especially in the interior of their O-line. And I think Flacco, if you can get aggressive with those wideouts, get quick pressure, I think Lucas Van Ness will have a day tomorrow. It's going to be definitely better than what he did against the Dallas Cowboys. And, again, this is an expectation game. Lucas Van Ness, my Steinhoffel's Sleeper of the Week.
Jesse.
I like defense in this one because of Flacco and how good the Packers defense was against him a few weeks ago. So I'm going to stay on that side as well. I'm going to go with a real sleeper here. I think Carrington Valentine is going to be my Steinhoffel Sleeper of the Week.
Yeah, he gets a pick and you win, I think.
And I think the Cincinnati.
Not if LVN is a strike.
That's true, but Flacco's going to take some shots downfield for those receivers, and Carrington Valentine might have a chance at a lollipop for a pick. So
a lollipop. I'm going to go back onto the offensive side of the football. Josh Jacobs had some production in the second half in the run game, but so did this guy, Emmanuel Wilson, who was productive and is a sneaky good number 2 running back. So I'm going to take Emmanuel Wilson as my Steinhoffel Sleeper of the Week. You can play along, of course, on our social media channels. So go to Wilde and Tausch on Twitter/X and share yours, just as Jesse shares ours with you via the Wilde and Tausch account. Steinhoffel's is Wisconsin's furniture and mattress leader, and they are celebrating 91 years. It's where Homer got his first bed when they first opened. During their Friends and Family Sale, you'll save 10% off store-wide, or you can take advantage of their 36-month 0% financing. Plus, take $91 off every $999 you spend. That's creative. And on top of that, you'll get a $200 MasterCard rewards card when you finance over $1,999. Celebrate 91 years of quality, value, and style in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. All right, we need to play trivia. I'm always confused when Jesse is on location and someone else is producing the program, and generally speaking, do a better job by doing so. Are you in charge? Were you in charge of trivia? What's the situation here?
Of course I was in charge of trivia. I love trivia. I love making the trivia, and I make them a lot of times even when I'm not here because that shows my dedication to this show, how hard I work.
Thank you for your service. What's today's category, then, and what caller do you want Hunter to take?
I forgot. Please let me look it up here for a second. Yeah,
so
the category
invested, you don't remember the category.
Winner-take-all Brewers games. This is a good category. A lot of good vibes
Memorable.
here. Winner-take-all Brewer games. Yeah. That's today's category, of course.
All right. It is Game 5 that they'll be playing. So let's take caller 5. 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Caller 5 plays Wilde Tausch Trivia presented by Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. We'll play trivia next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Sweetest Day is coming up, and ESPN Milwaukee wants to make sure you're equipped to make the special someone in your life extra happy with the Welke Sweetest Day giveaway. From now through October 16th, head to WelkeSweetestDay.com to register for your chance to win a Sweetest Day prize pack, a bouquet of flowers from Welke's Milwaukee Florist, a $100 St. Kate gift card, and a one-night stay at the St. Kate. All that could be yours to share with the sweetest one in your life. Just go to WelkeSweetestDay.com to register and for full contest details.
What was that?
It was just me or, I got such a bargain. Poorly constructed sofa falling apart.
I just bought you.
Yeah, well, I did just turn 3, I mean, that's 67 in sofa years. I am so ready to retire and move to Miami.
I knew I should have listened to my mother and bought that other sofa from Steinhoffel's. It was so strong and comfy.
Tired of furniture that doesn't hold up to its end of the bargain? Steinhoffel's has quality furniture for every style and budget. Relax. It's Steinhoffel's.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you. With 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at AssociatedBank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousin Subs put you in the center of it all on the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousin Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house, only from Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Courtney Cronin.
You lose the locker room when you lose games in dumb fashion, when you can't get the ball into the landing zone on a kick, like they did on that Thursday night game the week before against Seattle, when this prevents you from going up 28-6 in the fourth quarter and you let the door open for Tennessee to come back and win that game. That's how you lose the locker room, not based on a very normal and human reaction from Jonathan Gannon here. And I'm not condoning violence, anybody striking a player, but let's be real. He didn't punch him. He looked like, from the fan video, Canty saw the same fan video that you and I have seen. There is one that is out there. Slaps him in those chest pads and looks like he's saying, come on. I'm surprised nobody else did that on the sideline. And maybe they did. Maybe nobody else had their camera out to capture the moment.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
We roll on with Jesse and Tausch live from Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Oh, the grill is rolling. Brats are frying. Lunch is coming.
That's why I'm here.
I love a good brat fry.
And nothing. I mean, what's better than you got the general manager walking around in a hot dog costume, firing up brats and dogs and cars. Like, what are you? How are you going to beat that? On a nice brisk
That's a
fall
great
afternoon.
question. Hey, quick fashion question for you.
For who?
For you.
Sure.
Is that a new zip up?
Yep.
It's nice.
That's really sharp. I like
Well,
that.
it's been. I told you. I don't know if you've noticed. I think I've kept my streak going of something different for the last 2 or 3 since we. My daughter kind of challenged me a little bit, and so I've been mixing up. And today, obviously, I went Brewer Blue.
Kind of looks more Honolulu blue to me.
You think this is Detroit blue?
It kind of.
It's got a little Brewer blue, though, doesn't it? And then if I go yogging after, I got the yogging part, which obviously I won't be doing. But if I
looks
did,
a little Detroit Lions-y to me.
We don't play the Lions this week, so what do I care? It was new, and it was blue, and it was Brewer-ish, so that's why I wore it.
And good for you.
Good one.
All right, let's play trivia.
Our trivia contestant disconnected. So
what?
Yep, I literally just saw it.
Boy,
drop
this place
off.
with Jesse not being here, this place just go. I mean, we just fall apart, don't we? When Jesse wants to wolf down 10
usually
hours.
Jesse hangs up on people.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think what I'll have to do here, we're gonna try this and see if this works. It was Sandy in Germantown was our contestant. So
Okay.
let's see if we can get her to call back.
Do you want to go by proxy? I could be Sandy?
No.
No?
Yeah, I love that idea.
Did you get her number? We could call her.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. That's
okay.
I did do my job correctly.
So let's
Okay.
Otherwise, Scott/Dave could step in and play.
And Mrs. Scott Dave, I think, is here
Yeah,
too.
Mrs. Scott Dave showed up. What do you think her name is?
Betsy.
Mildred.
Ruth. It's close.
Ruth.
What? Ruth? Okay.
Oh.
What does it begin with? Okay.
Ruth. Ethel.
Ethel?
Esther.
Esther! Let's go! Esther is definitely an older name. It's in the same category as Mark now. I mean, it's Esther and Mark. Ethel. I don't think there's a ton of Ethels out there either.
No.
Esther. Wow.
Dave and Esther are here. How about that?
Wait a minute. I've lost track now. Is it
Or Scott and Ruth?
Well, it's Scotty Ruth. That's their alter egos.
Yeah, is
Dave and
Scott or
Esther.
Dave the real name. I've lost track.
Dave is the real name. Esther's the real name. And then it'd be Scott and Ethel. Hunter, how are we doing back there?
Called Sandy 3 times, went to voicemail right away, all 3 times.
Oh, boy.
Died.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can fit trivia in a little bit later in the program.
Oh, end of show trivia.
No, we have Feel Good Friday
Rather
at the
not
end of
do
the
that.
show. So, Tausch, take this opportunity to tell us about your love of Coors Lights, and we'll go from there.
You know what's great? Brat fries. Having a cold beverage with that brat. And, of course, there'll be Coors Light in my hand, brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lagered, cold filtered, and it is cold packaged, so it is made to chill and make sure those mountains are blue. That's when you know the cold-activated bottles and cans are chilled to perfection, but make sure you celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company. Golden, Colorado. And for Jesse, that one will be for you tomorrow night, right? Crack open that Coors Light.
Being at a wedding in Chicago, there's going to be, I hope, Coors Light available on tap throughout the evening for me to enjoy. And I got to figure out how we're going to watch this game during a wedding. That's going to be tough.
Are you anticipating being surrounded by a lot of Cubs fans at this wedding?
I know the groom, who is my friend from college, is a White Sox fan. The bride is a Cubs fan. So that could be a little tricky because I'm guessing much of her family will be Cubs fans.
But then they'll want to watch the game.
That's true. So let
me tell you something. You better bow up and be loud and proud Brewers tomorrow night. I don't care whose wedding it is.
He's going to cower.
Guys.
No, I'm saying like being loud. I'm not talking about like, oh, good job, Yelly. Like I'm saying Yelly does something big. You get up and root. I don't care if the whole crowd is Cubs.
Speech.
You need to be in the foxhole fighting.
So, first of all, I'm offended that you think I'm going to cower in this situation. I thrive in this situation.
You're Bill Cower.
In this type of environment, surrounded by Cubs fans, potentially.
Okay.
One of the things I'm worried about, so while Demovsky was on, I was looking at the photos of the venue we're going to be at to see what the bar situation
Glad you're paying
looks
attention
like.
to the show.
And there's one TV behind the bar, which I'm sure will have the game on, but it looks like it's not like a sports bar where there's TVs everywhere. This could be a big crowd around one TV. So I'm kind of nervous if
well, you also have baby phone access.
I'm not watching Game 5 on the baby phone if I can help it.
You used to back at your house. You watched the
Game
Bucks.
5?
You watched the Bucks clinch a championship
Not
on
arguably
your
the
baby
biggest
phone.
Brewers playoff game ever.
Okay.
They played in a World Series, Jesse. Come on.
That's rich coming from you, who's already quit on the team.
Yeah, you did quit.
Okay, this is starting
I've
to
never
devolve.
quit on
We
the
will
team.
kick
I
off
just
the-
expect them to actually play like a World Series caliber team.
Nervous energy.
The
Sandy's
11
got it, too.
o'clock
That's why she
hour.
hung up.
Sandy. I think we should just by proxy put Esther on this. She's right here.
Yeah.
I don't know the rules of
I say
trivia.
let's give Sandy till 11:30 to call back.
Otherwise, Esther's up.
Otherwise, Esther's in.
Seems reasonable. I love that these rules that you wrote are very strict.
ESPN Wisconsin.
And you just start making them up as you go along. It's impressive. The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde Tausch starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Franklin High School's Josie Johnston. Johnston is a member of the Sabres women's golf team and sealed first-team All-Southeast Conference honors with her first tournament victory this past week. Johnston shot an 86 at Rivermore Golf Club, including 3 birdies to take home first-place honors for the first time in her career. Johnston also played a pivotal role in Franklin's WIAA Regional Championship, shooting a 93 at Brightondale. The Sabres finished 14 strokes ahead of second-place Badger High School to win the regional and will now compete at sectionals with a chance to head to state on the line. Congrats to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Franklin High School's Josie Johnston. With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers.
Homer for Window Nation. It's October, and if you've got old windows, that means you're back to dealing with chilly air seeping into your home. Eliminate annoying drafts once and for all with Window Nation in Milwaukee. This month, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free, plus pay nothing for 2 years. With the holidays coming up, it's a big deal, and they can do it so quickly. Don't miss out on free windows and 0 payments for 2 years with Window Nation, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Visit windownation.com before October 31st to get started.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
The annual Catholic Memorial High School open house is Sunday, October 12th. Become part of the CMH tradition and make plans now to attend from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on October 12th. Register at CatholicMemorial.net. Awarded for academic excellence, a rich tradition of athletic success, and an experience rooted in faith. Find out how your student can achieve more at CMH. Tour the school, meet the faculty and coaches, learn all about the opportunities available for your student. Register today at CatholicMemorial.net. Catholic Memorial High School, where you rise.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle Bruston Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde Tausch begins now. Matt LaFleur is indeed at the podium, and I believe as you heard us discuss earlier in the week, despite the excitement that there is for one Christian J. Watson, Matt LaFleur has flat out said Christian Watson won't play this week.
Yeah, that's not Halloween. Last time I checked, it's not Halloween yet, right?
No. You're going to be right. We obviously know that.
Boy,
but
I like that.
Tausch was right. Although I think your little
Jason, if you could pick any color car, what would you pick? You got your car. What color are you picking? I like the tungsten gray. Jesse?
I like the yellow.
Ah, it's bright.
I like bright though. I like
know you.
standing.
I
like being the center of attention.
That's true, unless it's something that you don't like. Okay. All right, go ahead, Jason. I just got distracted there, obviously. Matt
LaFleur also some tongue-in-cheek response about him saying a major concern, and Brandon McManus saying he doesn't have the same thesaurus. But Matt LaFleur, I would say, making a fair point. He said the Packers haven't had this with their kicker before, so the concern is higher with kicker and quarterback injuries because of the lack of other options. And on top of that, while McManus has dealt with this before, the Packers have not, which I think is fair.
Yes.
I will say I did my little bit of sleuthing yesterday, and if for some reason McManus does kick and then has a Zach Tom moment, they would turn, assuming they don't sign Greg Joseph or put any kicker on the 53-man roster, they would go to Daniel Whelan to be the field goal kicker, which would mean they would need someone else to hold. Do you know who one of the holders prospectively could be?
I hope it's an O-lineman.
It's not, but it's closer than you'd think.
Lucas Van Ness.
He is of some renown for bumping into a member of our panel at a local
Chipotle Ben?
Bill Schroeder?
Chipotle Benny?
Chipotle Ben could be the holder for Daniel Whelan kicking.
Hey, Jason, you ever wonder why if a quarterback kneels, the play's done, but if a holder is, that the play's not dead? So if Ben had his knee, did you ever wonder that?
I have not wondered that, but it was interesting. So I talked to Ben for a while yesterday, not about the new carne asada that they have at Chipotle right now, but rather
looks good. They sell ice cream,
and they don't have ice cream. So he's one of those guys. Tausch, I think you would really like him because he's one of those guys that gets how fleeting the opportunity is. And he took the more you can do old adage to heart. So he went down to practice a couple years ago
holding.
and was out there early with the specialists, and he went over to Orzek. He'd never long snapped in his life. Didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college, and started working at that. He might be the backup long snapper too. And then he also learned how to hold. Now,
so if you want to stay on rosters longer, we joked about it. We'd be like, hey, sweep the floors. You do everything you can to make it really hard for people to kick you out the building.
Right.
So I love it. You're 100% right. And I love disagreeing with you. I couldn't be more. I'm coming around on your guy, Chipotle Ben.
All right. We're hoping we'll get back to trivia, but in the meantime, it is time for the weekend preview.
So we're going to do this a little differently this time around.
Because you didn't have time to prepare?
No. I had plenty of time to prepare. But this is not your average weekend. No one cares about Alabama, Missouri at 11 a.m. tomorrow on ABC.
Actually, the SEC on ABC has been a raging success.
It's been a pretty good game.
You got great games all the time.
Also,
Texas,
those games are going to keep me from being a nervous wreck all week, that entire day leading into the Brewer game.
You've already
Why would you be nervous? It's already over.
Nervous about
Quitter.
Whoa.
Quitter.
Whoa.
No.
Flincher. Not quitter, flincher.
No, I never said it was over.
Hunter
I
the
said they are
flincher.
not
Go back
playing
and play
like
the
a
Flinchy
championship
McGee.
team.
Flinchy McGee.
Oh, Flinchster.
Yep.
All right.
So, I'm just going to ask you about the Wisconsin sports games that are going on this weekend because
This is a sexy weekend of games.
And they're all in the state of Wisconsin, which doesn't happen very often. Like this,
the Great Triangle, some would say.
The trifecta. Here we go. The Wisconsin. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you three.
Are you sure? I don't think you know what you want to do.
I forgot I did this. This is great. I'm going to ask you three what if.
I kind of want to bring Esther up here and let her run the show.
I forgot I did this. This is great.
I got this, but what? Oh.
I got three what if questions for you based on the Wisconsin games this weekend.
Okay.
All right?
Can we do a would you rather from Eleanor's standpoint?
All right, I'll work on that. We'll do a bonus round would you rather.
No, the Yerp or Nerp, that's only if she's here in person.
What if the Wisconsin Badgers defeat the Iowa Hawkeyes at Camp Randall Stadium on Saturday night? What's the conversation about Wisconsin football after that game?
I believe if that happens, you're going to start hearing it. And if it weren't for the timeout deal last week, I think you would have started to hear more. I thought last week, and then watching the film back, defensively, we competed our keysters off. I think everybody there with what Michigan had and their freshman quarterback and all the stuff, we competed our keysters off. It sucks that the ending was the way it was. Offensively, I thought they played hard, just too many 3-and-outs and not enough execution. If you can do that, Iowa bullied us into submission last year in the second half. And I believe was a turning point. Luke Fickell and everybody up there decided we can't have this again. And they bolstered the D-line to a big degree. And hopefully we see that play out Saturday. I think you could start saying we are starting to claw back from where we were the first 2 years of Luke Fickell. If you can beat Iowa tomorrow. By the way, I have been very clear on this show. I don't make predictions about the Badger games. I think this is as good as I've felt because of the matchup, and especially not knowing what Gronkowski is going to be for Iowa. This is going to be an old-fashioned sludge match. And I think we're in position with where we're at. We can out-sludge the Iowa sludge, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. I was talking to my guy Christian Welch in the locker room yesterday about this matchup, and his quote was, "We've got our own problems as an Iowa alum." So I don't think Iowa fans and alumni are going into this one overconfident, even though they put a beat down on the Badgers a year ago, if I recall correctly.
They did. No, there's no doubt they did.
So that'd be great. Do you think it's IPT for a media member? Because there are no Wisconsin alumni on the Packers roster. Christian mentioned that there's nobody that he can do like that T-shirt challenge with, where you got to wear the other school's T-shirt if they win. Yep. Would it be inappropriate if I did it with him?
Here's what I think you should do. You need to go in full Iowa Hawkeye gear and interview him. If it flips, and then he has to interview you on his YouTube channel for the Iola Scandinavia.
Does Christian Welch have a YouTube channel?
Everybody's got a YouTube channel. Oh. You need to go to the Iola Scandinavia car show with him if Iowa wins. That seems like a fair trade-off. No. Okay, I got it. I even got it better. You go to the Iola car show if Iowa wins. Uh-huh. He has to go to Avondale with you and Paula and all the fans if they lose.
I think more likely he could be a cousin sub for a day during the offseason when you're out.
That's possible, too.
Might do that.
Either
Next.
What if the Green Bay Packers struggle, or heaven forbid, do not beat the Cincinnati Bengals at Lambeau Field on Sunday?
Yeah, if they lose to the Bengals, then we need to start having conversations about what the hell's going on.
About Pat Murphy's employment status.
No, but this is not one of those. I know the Browns game was an anomaly. We outplayed them, but we didn't win. Dallas was what it was. This is a home game against a, let's just call it, it's not a good football team. They have some stars in a couple spots. They're not a good football team. We want to be what we want to be. This needs to be a Throttle City game. And if it's not, now if we win by 2 scores and we don't cover, I don't care. But if this is one of those sluggy, like we make a ton of mistakes and they score a bunch of points on big plays to their two studs, I'll be concerned. This shouldn't be that kind of game. This doesn't need to be 50-10, but this needs to be 28-14 at the lowest, in my opinion.
I don't think Joe Flacco is Aaron Rodgers in his prime, but in no way does that concern you that he has T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
It does for a few plays.
Put up some points.
No, but it does for a few, but you should be able to. Don't give up big plays. Just don't. And if you do
Good
that,
advice.
they will not
Get some
methodically
takeaways,
beat
too.
you. Well, that would be fun. The pass rush needs to be better than what it was in the Cowboys game. Rashawn Gary and Lucas Van Ness need to be better than what they were in the last game. Period, Finn.
All right, Jesse, what's the last one?
Last one. What if I'm going to spin this positively?
That's not what it says here.
Yeah, I know. I want to do it differently.
Read it as it said. No, you wrote it this way. You read it this way.
I changed my mind. I want good vibes, not bad vibes.
You coward. Read it.
I thought nobody calls you a coward. I thought you're not a coward.
What if the Milwaukee Brewers defeat Craig Counsell's Chicago Cubs?
That's not
Saturday
what it says.
night
It's not what it
in
says.
Game 5
No.
of the NLDS.
I'm going to read it.
Well, that makes sense for you.
What if Craig Counsell's Chicago Cubs come back from down 0-2 to beat the Milwaukee Brewers in the NLDS?
Well, answer however you wish.
It's devastating. That would be devastating.
Yeah.
And I think another blow to the already fragile psychology of Milwaukee Brewer fans. This would be a tough one. And if they win, the excitement, and I think you're going to have a lot of people eating crow, but if they win,
Pete Crow Armstrong?
then that excitement comes back.
Tastes petulant.
This is why these games are so.
Excellent drop.
That was pretty good. It was pretty good. Now I kind of lost my train of thought, but
if they win, we're going to be happy.
Otherwise, you're eating crow.
You covered it. And then that crow is very petulant. You better make sure you put it in a stew.
Gamey. All right, that is a very strange version of the weekend preview.
I liked it.
For the possibility that we're going to play trivia, I'm going to have Tausch tell us about American Family Insurance now before we get to headlines. I do need to know, though, from the rule arbiter, we have to play trivia?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, we will
So
play.
we'll just have to do a new caller since we haven't heard from Sandy?
I've tried Sandy multiple times.
I think Esther's up.
I don't know the rules.
Okay. Well, you know American
but the way
Family Insurance.
Laney, who knows everything around here, she did not seem like that was up to par. So probably need to take caller 5 again and reset. I don't need to put more work on Laney's desk. So caller 5.
She gave me one of these. She doesn't know if
You want to go caller 6 or 7?
Wait. No, we're
They can do caller 6 or 7 too. I don't care.
I was looking for a thumbs up or thumbs down. She's here, and she goes,
Caller 5. Caller 5, reboot it. Hopefully Sandy comes back, or Esther can go call from one of the phones here at Zimbrick Chevy.
That'll work.
We can do it that way. And you know what? Let's make sure we insure all of this. Life is better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. That's because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams, from decorating a new nursery to buying a new car to hosting a family reunion. Insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance.
Okay, if I may, I know we don't like to plan the show on the radio, but we have headlines, Whoa Nelly, Feel Good Friday, and Trivia left. With
it's a lot.
With 3 segments remaining.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you
a
want
lot.
to play trivia now? Do you want to play headlines?
I just said
now?
caller 5. Let's go.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
caller
not. I'm not asking you.
Well, what am I doing here, then?
I'm asking I'm
I'm going to
Jesse.
go head out and get a brat. I'll go get a brat. Maybe go look at some cars and head out. If that's what you're. Well, that's what you just said.
Logistically, what do we want to do? Headlines here, or do we want to do trivia here?
Trivia. Let's do trivia. Sandy, you're out. Sorry, Sandy.
Unless she calls back, it's caller 5.
Esther,
If I'm Sandy now,
phone ready.
no. If I'm Sandy, I call back. I'm caller 5 again. I do the same thing.
hang up again just to screw us. Yeah,
just
I like
to completely mess with it. That's what I do.
Vern in Waterloo's trying. He's here too. He's trying to call in.
Oh, we love Vern.
All right, caller 5, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 5, we'll play trivia, maybe, next. It's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Keep it to WTMJ as the Brewers fight their way to a pennant throughout the run of the playoffs. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Narrow Spine Center of Wisconsin and by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all on the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house, only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
Hi, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde Tausch, inviting you to join me July 5th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. We'll take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Imagine standing before Big Ben in London, then later gazing out from Edinburgh Castle. So rich in history, it feels like you're stepping back in time. Along the way, we'll explore the storybook villages of Chester and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, places where every street seems to whisper a piece of history. And how about a scenic train ride through the rolling green hills that lead us right into the medieval city of York? It's all part of this incredible journey. From iconic landmarks to cozy villages, from bustling city streets to peaceful countryside views, you'll experience the very best of Britain's history, culture, and beauty, and create memories that last a lifetime. To learn more about this amazing adventure, text TRAVEL to 800-990-3776 or visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com for full details.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Zero restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Fans, don't let dirt and road grime bench your car this October baseball season. Step up to the plate with Tsunami Express Car Wash, where every visit delivers the MVP shine. With unlimited washes, fast lane access, and free vacuums, you can keep your ride looking like a champion all season long for less than $1 a day. And with 7 Milwaukee area locations, including New Berlin, it's easy to score big no matter where you're headed. Join the winning team today at TsunamiExpress.com. That's Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Time now for trivia presented by Cousin Subs.
Wilde Tausch Trivia is presented by Cousin Subs. Crispy chicken tenders are now available at Cousin Subs. Order today in store at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousins app. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Is it Esther?
No.
Let's welcome in our contestant. It is not Sandy. It is not Esther. And it is not someone who is eligible to win the prize pack from Cousin Subs.
After all that.
But it is a first-time contestant. It is Janice in Viva Las Vegas.
Wow.
Janice, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am so excited and nervous. You guys are like icons. I can't believe I'm actually talking to you.
We're definitely not icons. That's
I'm not
going to
lie to you. Give her
Janice.
4 entries and send her whatever we're doing.
I've never been
Cousin
called an
Subs,
icon
let's send it
before.
out there. Let's call it a day. Jan,
Are there
she wasn't talking to you.
Cousin Subs locations on the Strip?
No, but I do have season tickets to the Packers, so I do come back now and now to a football game.
There you go. We could test the boundaries of the giveaway.
I'm out.
We do have multiple Cousins locations here in Green Bay. All right, Janice, we're thrilled to have you. Good luck. Good luck.
These pots are looking good here.
The category.
I hope it's not geography.
It is
geography,
not.
is it?
It is
But it's Las
winner-
Vegas geography, which is a crazy coincidence.
What are the odds? It is winner-take-all Brewers games. That is the category for today. Are you a Brewers fan out there in Vegas?
Sorry
That's
to
a no.
say, but I do root for them because they're from Wisconsin, but I'm not a huge baseball follower.
She's an Oakland A's
I just love
fan
the
now.
Packers. I have everything Packers.
Okay, well,
But I did
unfortunately,
watch the game last night, and I was very depressed.
not as depressed as Hunter.
I have many
however.
friends who...
All right, Janice, here we go. Question number 1 is this. The Brewers earned their first and only World Series berth in franchise history in 1982, overcoming a 2-0 series deficit with 3 straight wins against which American League opponent? Did they beat in 1982 the California Angels, the Oakland Athletics, or the Tampa Bay Devil Rays?
Ooh. I'm going to say the A's.
The future team in Las Vegas.
Well, but she could have. The Angels could be abbreviated A's too. Like if you think about it, Athletics A apostrophe S, Angels A apostrophe S. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Laney?
That's what I meant. Yeah. I meant,
Laney?
I
I love having Laney on site. She said maybe. So we'll keep moving.
All right, Janice, question 2.
What the heck? Tell her she got it right. She can't win the
That's
prize
true.
anyway.
It's true.
But you understand what I'm saying. Like, it begins with an A, and it's the same thing as
They have
athletics.
the A as their logo with the little halo on top.
Yes, and they had the fun little, remember the little floppy hat with the...
Now he's becoming even bigger than an icon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what's bigger than an icon, but
I'm a
I
Janice
love you.
fan.
Tausch is bigger than an icon. Question 2 is this.
Jerk. He is such a jerk.
Why
Just
you
go
always
ahead.
trying to stir stuff up, Jason?
Go ahead.
Been bigger than an icon since his playing days.
What is... Okay. Question 2, Janice, is this.
Would it be rude if I choked Jesse?
No.
As he's stuffing 3 brats down his face.
Which of these players was not one of the 2 who hit back-to-back home runs in the 7th inning of last year's wild card game 3? Oh, poor Janice. Against the New York Mets at American Family Field. So one of these guys was not involved in hitting back-to-back home runs in the 7th inning of last year's wild card game? Was that one player who did not hit a home run out of these three Jake Bowers, Garrett Mitchell, or Sal Frelick?
I'm going to say Sal. He doesn't even sound like a baseball player. Sal.
I can appreciate her honesty. I can appreciate her honesty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Janice is, if I'm power ranking, Janice is my new favorite trivia contestant of all time. And that's saying something.
It is. You've got a lot of favorites.
Wow.
Yes.
One of the favorite Brewers of the last 2 or 3
I mean, Jerry in the Prairie, Vern and Water Living. We got some great ones. Janice is climbing.
Sal didn't even sound like a baseball player.
That's a fantastic.
I don't know if Sparky in Sussex is going to appreciate that, but a little recency bias, perhaps. But he's never called you an icon.
That's true.
All right. Janice, let's get this last
get better
one.
For Janice.
Okay, let's get this last one, which is even harder than the first two. Jesse is he's just twisted his mustache.
He's nervous. Jesse's nervous about the Brewers.
I think.
Yeah, Jesse, I'm really hoping for you they win.
Thank you, Janice. I appreciate that.
Yep.
She's my new favorite, too.
All right, Janice, here's question 3 for you to get wrong. Which Brewers player blew the save in the 9th
positive
inning?
Vibes only.
Listen to the rest of it.
I'm just saying it's positive vibes.
But also pitched the 10th inning and was the winning pitcher.
Look at that. Oh, you turned it around.
In Milwaukee's Game 5 victory over the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 2011 NLDS.
The series that most reflects the one we're experiencing right now. Isn't that right?
Holy moly.
Is Raleigh Fingers an option?
No, but good pull from the 80s. Along with Peter Ladd and Bob McClure.
You know what's fun? We got a little studio audience here, and I can really play. It's fun. We're not putting laugh tracks up or anything. We're just getting real laughs.
I got a good reaction.
Like, that was real.
Zimbrick. Yeah.
Janice is getting a lot of love from our studio audience today, which has been fantastic.
All right, Janice, question 3. Your options are Francisco Rodriguez, LaTroy Hawkins, or, with a mustache similar to your Raleigh Fingers, John Axford.
I'm going with the first guy. He sounds good.
Yeah, so Janice.
Well, he was good.
Yeah. He was good.
Janice. Janice, I was trying to help you there. Because you said Raleigh Fingers. And John Axford had a similar mustache.
Oh, yeah.
And John Axford is the correct answer.
I was thinking you were trying to help me.
I look, hey, if you're going to call us icons, the least I can do to try and help you win a fictional gift card that you're not eligible for.
Why am I eligible? You guys don't say that.
Well, at this point, I would say you're a long shot now, especially because you only have one entry. If you were eligible.
Yeah, it makes it tough.
But Janice, we are so glad that
studio audience is giving it up for Janice out here. Yes.
Standing O for Janice.
Well, everybody's still seating, but otherwise.
Hey, can I ask a quick question?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay. All right, because I tried to text you guys, but nobody answered. I don't know if nobody.
Jesse doesn't respond to anything. He doesn't respond on,
he's a total,
on Facebook. I'm constantly getting these notifications. You have not replied to so-and-so.
And you can't even imagine Instagram or Spotify what he's been doing with that. What do you got, Janice?
Okay. Serious. Now, on a Packer note, do they have somebody? I've been meaning to ask this to you for weeks. Do they have somebody that tells them there's a minute left, there's 20 seconds left, somebody to help these guys? I mean, they're all professionals, I know, but they probably get nervous. Is anybody? They're not looking up at the clock. Tausch, did you ever look up at the clock to see how much time was left?
Yeah, matter of fact, I bumped an official one time trying to get a timeout right before the end of the half. I called one on my own.
Oh.
So
what?
Yeah, true story.
Wow.
Burke Griffin put it up on Channel 5 News when he was running it up there, and he tried to get me fined. Still irritated with him. I didn't get fined. But we had thrown a ball down, and I went up to the ref and called timeout. I kind of, just like this, because I wanted to make sure he saw it. And we ended up getting a timeout. We kicked a field goal, but Burke was trying to get me fined.
You bumped the official.
I nudged. It wasn't like I didn't.
And did the official?
But I was up there like, yeah. So
What did the
I don't know
official
if they
say
have
to you?
anybody. Timeout.
Oh, he didn't take any.
Look at that. Yeah. I'm out of here. Thank you. I'm out of here.
Janice, you're out of here too. Thanks for playing.
Janice, you're the best.
It was awesome.
What's the answer?
Yeah, they
Jason,
see the
what's
clock.
the answer?
They're checking the clock.
No, they have 100 people doing it. It's just that situation was just butchered.
Is there like a player on the field who's like the clock
Yeah, the quarterback.
Okay.
Should be.
Imagine that.
Easy enough then.
All right, bye, Janice.
She hung up.
Or we hung up on her.
That was good on Janice.
It might have been a mix of both.
That's a great set Janice just put on.
Yep.
We needed that.
Okay, so now we have headlines left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Presented by UW Credit Union. We'll do that.
Oh.
Next, it's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
At Great Midwest Bank, we've been serving Southeast Wisconsin homeowners for 90 years. Wait, 2025 minus 1935, 90 years. Wow. In our 90 years as a community bank, we've learned a lot about the values of the people who live and work here and appreciate the loyal customers that have made Great Midwest Bank who we are today. Find a location at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Penalty flags? Not here. Carbless is the clean play that every football fan can agree on. With 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories, you get all the flavor without the penalty. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, hosting a crew at home, or watching solo in your lucky jersey, Carbless brings premium cocktails right into the huddle. Made to be refreshingly delicious and game day ready, Carbless keeps fans cheering from kickoff to the final whistle. So this season, skip the sugar, skip the carbs, and make the winning call. Find your bliss with Carbless.
Saturday, October 11th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Mentality is hosting a health fair at 2323 North Mayfair Road in Wauwatosa. Take a free cognitive test, the first of its kind FDA-approved brain health screening in just 10 minutes, and get labs with a donation. Plus amazing giveaways, and here's the best part. It all supports Ignite the Spirit, helping Milwaukee's firefighters and their families. Mentality clinics are backed by science and delivered with care. Mark your calendar for Mentality's Milwaukee Health Fair, Saturday, October 11th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Be there.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with a refreshing offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. My new friend Chris from Oostburg is one of their skilled installers who demos your existing bath or shower, removes it, and disposes it before installing your brand new dream shower. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnatthebog.com.
Looking for a newer, nicer used vehicle? The Wilde Automotive Group can help increase your purchase power during our used car rate reduction sales event. Shop 600 quality pre-owned vehicles with no money down and no payments until 2026. Interest rates are coming down, so let us try to improve your situation today. It costs nothing other than a few minutes of your time to check us out. Go to ewaldeauto.com for locations, inventory, and more. You'll be glad you did.
Go to ewaldeauto.com.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
All right.
Thanks again to Janice for our entertainment and to the live studio audience at Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Got a couple of sheepshead players here now, too, like legit sheepshead players. We're talking strategy.
You should have heard
Barry
the
and Jack
conversation
of
going on
Diamonds.
here.
Like, it's good. It's good stuff out here at Zimbrick today, I'll tell you that.
Hopefully you've got some good stuff for headlines.
We've buried the lead.
But it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, I've read the headlines.
It's time to predict this week's headlines.
It is time for headlines as we continue to miss the brilliance of the singing headlines, but not the movie headlines from last year. We don't miss those
Tease
from the
alert.
Academy.
Just so you know, there is a tease alert. There will be a tease alert. I'm not going to tell you when. Yes.
Ooh.
It's going to be something.
Just when they think they're out, we pull them back in.
For one show only.
Yes.
Like bringing the Beatles back together. Tausch, what's your headline?
All right. The Packers host a Bengal QB named Joe, not Burrow. Is that really Flacco? The defense gets right with a 3-turnover night. 31-7, let's go.
That is so good, which again lets me know that you didn't do it.
And again, lets me know you're a jerk. But yes, thank you.
You've been very aggressive in your assessments of me today.
You're very negative on your assessments towards me. So.
Was that? Am I right or wrong?
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for your service. Jesse, what do you got?
Trifecta weekend across Wisconsin. Boos go Iowa. Badgers
Oh my gosh.
beat Iowa. Cubs snubbed. Home club gets the dub. Pack go Sacco, make Flacco look wacko. 3 for 3. All of our teams get big wins this weekend.
Let's go.
Badgers, Brewers, Packers.
Not bad. Not bad.
Thank you, Tausch.
You got it.
Wild,
I also imagine
wacky stuff always happens against Cincy. Losing would be wincy, so Packers find a Winsky 24-21.
The beautiful part about we don't have a laugh meter out here. We can't tell people to laugh. Laney doesn't have a sign to say everybody laugh at Jason's whimsical thing. What is the deal? You guys all went wacky with Flacky, huh? That was the deal?
It is fun. Yeah.
Tabacky. All right, that is headlines. Jesse, we still have some bonus time if you'd like to sneak in a Whoa Nelly.
Sure. Let's do it real quick. We also need to draw our trivia winner. I don't know if Hunter's ready.
Janice
to do
ain't
that or
winning.
not, so. No, she's not.
I mean, I am ready to draw the trivia winner.
Let's do that. Let's make sure we do our business first.
All right, I have the cheese fry helmet.
Yeah.
This week's winner, number 3, Eric in Green Bay.
Good win for
nice
Eric.
win for Eric.
Yeah, Eric deserves it. Hard worker.
Yep. All that unpaid work for running the Boldathon Twitter account.
Yeah, it's tough out there.
Good win for Eric.
So, Jesse, you're not going to do Whoa Nelly then?
Sorry. No, I got time for one.
Time now for Whoa Nelly.
I didn't have that open ready.
Oh, we got a hell of an operation.
Why don't I just tell you what I was going to say? Rough night for Philadelphia, huh?
Oh, my God.
Phillies lose with a blunder in the 11th inning, and the Eagles lose to Scatterboo.
Oh, that's a shame.
And the New York Giants. Eagles are 4-2 now, and they're starting to talk about firing their coach again.
Yeah,
that's
what
they do every time they lose a game or two. Philadelphia.
No one else
Eagles.
has done that about a team's coach.
Yeah, let's talk about it, Tausch. The Philadelphia Eagles, are they a legitimate threat still to compete right along with the Packers and the Lions in the NFC?
Yeah, I think their offense, even when they were 4-0, that's why there's all these conversations and team meetings. But I think everybody owes Mark Murphy an apology and me an apology.
Why?
4 straight tush pushes last night. Everybody on Twitter crying about it. Everybody, Micah Parsons saying it. The play is not fun. It's not entertaining enough. They can't officiate it. The guy jumps off sides. They don't call it. Like, it's done. Like, everybody that was getting after Mark Murphy and the G&G, I think this will be, for all y'all that love it, enjoy it, because it's going to be it.
Do you think that after the folks that voted in favor of not banning it have now seen this year that those votes will swing? Is that what you believe?
Yes.
Because
I think the league is going to man it. The league will get it. They'll go have a conversation with 2 or 3 other teams and say, this ain't good. Like, this is not what. And I'm telling you, still, I said why they needed to last year is because of that NFC Championship game. You cannot leave it in that position. It's an utter bluff. Like, it just – you want to entertain, you want to do this. You're not doing any of that when it comes to this. None.
Yeah, so what I don't understand, other than the Eagles themselves, I don't understand why teams voted in favor of keeping it in support of the Eagles' tush push, if you will, to keep it. Like,
I think
why?
Jason Kelce and Taylor Swift had something to do with it.
Taylor
I know that sounds
Swift?
crazy.
What?
Yeah, the Kelce/Swift effect, I think, had a play in this. Yeah.
Huh.
Did Taylor Swift come out in favor of the tush push?
I didn't ask. I did not ask, so I don't know.
Well,
but
how
I
did
do know
she
Jason
influence?
Kelce went up there and had that whole, this is a safe play and all this other stuff. Oh, no, it's not. But I don't – it never should have passed. It's dumb, and I think people are finally starting to come on board with it.
That is Whoa Nelly, with or without the music. We do have Feel Good Friday to wrap up the week coming up. But before that, Tausch tells us about UW Credit Union and his membership and the concussion he got from Bucky.
Yeah, usually when I'm out on remote, we see Bucky. No Bucky today, but for every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. There's a great branch out in Sun Prairie as well. Proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They'll help you reach your financial goals. And you know what's great? They keep their banking local, member-first service, and great perks like early payday. And Bucky, can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin, you have all these great sports. You can't pay with anything else. FanDuel will make you do crazy things. This makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member today. Get your Bucky card like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions do apply.
We wrap up the week with Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. Next, it's Wilde.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. It doesn't matter if it's your first betting slip ever or just the first one of the week. We've got your Potawatomi sportsbook picks covered. Tune in Wednesdays to the Weekly Wager with Josh DiMaggio and Ben Brust.
Greasy Ben Brust. Just whichever way the wind's blowing. I have bad posture. I don't have a great backbone, Joshy.
The Weekly Wager, Wednesday nights at 6, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Another season, another kicking issue in Green Bay. Packers kicker Brandon McManus joined the injury report earlier this week with a right quadriceps injury allegedly suffered in Wednesday's practice. Head coach Matt LaFleur not sounding too optimistic.
That's a major concern right now, so we'll see how he's doing today and tomorrow, and we'll have a plan ready to go.
Well, McManus later told reporters he plans on playing Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Packers not taking any chances. They're working out kickers Greg Joseph and Lucas Havrisik on Friday, just 48 hours before kickoff at Lambeau Field. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Do you want to bank without the fuss? For easy banking, rely on us. In person, online, or with the Tri-City app. Your banking can be done just like that. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Try to live up to the say I am.
Time for Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. Tausch, what do you got?
So, and I'm guessing, Jason, you're going to echo the same sentiment since this young man who is transitioning out of the team physician to senior advisor for the Green Bay Packers. Not only does he treat players, he treats beat guys in the back of their car outside of a high school. Dr. Pat McKenzie, who unfortunately I've had way too much experience with as an orthopedic surgeon for the Green Bay Packers, a great human being, somebody that cares a lot about his players, all of his patients. He has retired from the Green Bay Packers. He's transitioned into a senior role, but just his years of service, I think it's 30-plus years that he has been doing this for the Green Bay Packers, and I would bet a vast majority of the guys that he has treated all say the same thing. He is somebody that looks out for their best interest in a business that is very tough I just want to say Feel Good Friday, and kudos to you, Pat McKenzie, for a job well done in your service to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, you read my mind. I'm on the exact same page with you. We love Doc. He has been not only a great friend, but obviously when Paula or the girls have dealt with injuries or my turf toe, which I have just recovered from beautifully because of the treatment I received in the back of his Chevy Tahoe, which I'm sure he got at Zimbrick Chevy in Sun Prairie. He's the best, and we are so thankful to call him a friend and have him there for us. But I should also add that Maddie's dealing with a hip injury that has shortened her season in cross country, and the doctor that took care of her, Dr. Michael Ryan, who is now taking over for Doc McKenzie. So not only have we had one of the best in the business before, but now he has his successor is taking over. Dr. Ryan is phenomenal too, and I don't know if he'll be examining me in any parking lots anytime soon, but we're thankful for him and what a fortunate hire that is for the Packers to have a transition into such a terrific doctor as well. Speaking of terrific, why is there a giant picture of Tausch in front of him?
Well, I know we had issues earlier in the show. I wanted to finish strong. We got the lighting figured out. And take a look at this beauty. Isn't that something?
The studio audience enjoyed that comment.
It's a beauty, all right. Quick good news. Rasheed Walker taking part in practice right now. So that
he's good to
gives
go.
you hope that he'll be good to go. That's it for us. We got to go. Thanks for coming along for the ride with us today. Thanks to Zimbrick Chevy in Sun Prairie for hosting these two.
Come on, get a bratwurst.
And thanks to you for coming along for the ride. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first.